Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Y'all come on in because I hold on. Hey Ray Ray. Hey Auntie Cherry. Y'all the first ones in the building. Hi everyone, come on in. Ooh, y'all, I feel lazy. I just ate lunch and that's why I don't like eat sometime until I get off live. Cause it makes me lazy. Hey Latte. How's everyone? Just wait for some more people to come in. Hey sis. Do y'all eat and get lazy? Yeah, I am so lazy right now. That's why I always try to eat when I get off my lives. Cause Lord have mercy. Right now, oh my God, I just feel so lazy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But I get through it. I get through it, y'all. So how's everyone doing? Yeah, I don't know which one I want to start at with Carmelo, or do I want to start with Nolan? Let's see. Cause I do want y'all to hear a video that about Carmela. Yeah. So I think I really do believe y'all that Carmelo is going to win this case and is going to go for another trial. And Carmelo is going to be fine. He's going to be fine. It's a lot of things they did wrong. A lot of things that they did wrong. Yep. Hmm. That's a shame the way they did that boy, y'all. It is a shame. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That's why I told y'all when I first started covering this case, and then after, the trial and everything had happened, I started saying like they've been plotting on this boy for a long time. This ain't just like, you know, they just start doing this the year of, the time that it was time for the trial. No, they've been plotting on this boy for a long time. And why is they trying to use, the abuse that happened, probably that probably happened before they even got to Texas, you know, in court, uh, calling his mother a drunk. I ain't gonna call her drunk because I don't know. I heard it and I've been heard it, y'all, but I never bring it to my platform because I did hear that. And I told you a lot of stuff I hear, I just don't repeat it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't repeat it. But um I did hear some people, talking about that over there on Facebook. But I mean, sometimes we got to use our judgments. That's because someone drank. That don't mean they're drunk. You know what I'm saying? People think if somebody even drink wine, they're drunk. A drunk, you know what a drunk is? A drunk is a motherfucker that drink every single day. That's a drunk. Or maybe somebody drink 4 times out of a week. That's a drunk. That's what I would call a drunk. But I'm not going to consider his mom as a drunk. I don't know that lady like that. Right, and whatever. Um Let me know the okay. Right, and whatever the abuse is, probably not as bad as the other side. Yes, yes, yeah. You know, sometimes people try to make things up. People always try to make people look bad, especially when it comes to stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes as grown people, we gotta have our own mind, our own thoughts, and look at the picture for what it really is. You know, I think everybody probably has some little abuse going on in their life before. It's normal. Okay? Excuse me. People think because you don't hit somebody and somebody don't hit you, they just curse at you. That's abuse too. That's verbal abuse. Okay? Some people can be financial abusive. You know? So I think everybody in the world has experienced some type of abuse. I know I have. And that didn't make me a bad person. It made me a stronger person. It made me to see things different. It made me see people different. Not saying I dislike everybody because of what I went through. I'm not saying that. But it made me know how to deal with people, talk to people, read people, things in that nature. But I think everybody has went through something. I think everybody has went through something. So for me to say she was a drunk, I'm not going to say she was a drunk because I don't know that. I don't know that. So, okay. So y'all, which one y'all want to hit this video about? Do y'all know what's his name? NCB, that he was in trial with Karmelo. I think it's North Carolina beat, right, y'all? It's North Carolina beat, right? Y'all know him, right? So I was gonna play. I was gonna let y'all hear a video that he did. So let me know if y'all want to hear that, and I can play that. I can play that too. So y'all can definitely hear. Well, hold on. Let me just, because he broke some things. I like the way he break things down too. He broke some things down. I gotta learn how to pull up my Facebook on my laptop. I downloaded it on my laptop. Now I got to find a way to bring it up. I need to know how to do that. Hey Auntie OG, make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in for me, please. Okay, sis, I'm gonna play it now. Okay, let me get to it now, and I will do that. And I'm gonna try to find a way to learn how to do that over the weekend because I really need to know how to do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say everybody drunk. Okay, y'all, let's listen to North Carolina beat. Now I got to find a way to bring it up. I need to know how to do that. Okay, hold on one second. Hey, what's up, E-Mob? This your boy Gerald with the NCB. Breaking news tonight in Collin County, Texas. Today, the Dream Team legal team for Karmelo Sincere Anthony filed a bombshell motion for a new trial and a motion to recuse Judge John Roach Jr. In the motion for a new trial, it accuses the prosecutors of a secret backdoor deal, claims that Karmelo Anthony was coerced into not testifying at his trial, and slamming Judge John Roach Jr. for comments that he made on TV after the trial. Karmelo Anthony, just 19 years old, is currently serving a 35-year prison sentence after a majority all-white jury wrongfully convicted him of the murder of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf after Karmelo was defending himself underneath a tent at a track meet last year in Frisco, Texas. Remember when I reported to you all a day before the trial, I reported to you that they tried to keep Black reporters and Black media out of the courtroom. I told you about how the trial restrictions were put in place, the parking lot curfew, what time we could get in, how many seats were available for the public, all of that stuff, right? So in this motion for a new trial, Karmelo Anthony's attorneys are arguing that this judge, Judge John Roach Jr., committed structural constitutional error by severely restricting the public. He's a content creator on Facebook. High-profile trials in Texas and beyond. In the motion for a new trial, there are several sworn affidavits from individuals who
were at the trial that claimed they were denied access to the courtroom. And if you don't remember Monday and Tuesday, they had jury selection. And I told you all that we were on the first floor in this one courtroom where there was a TV monitor and there was audio, but you only could see the judge and the clerk and all those people. You couldn't see the jury or anybody. This was during jury selection. One of the things that Karmelo Anthony's attorneys pointed out in their motion is that when trial started on Thursday, June 4th, the room that was used for the first 2 days of jury selection was eliminated. This right here is where a kangaroo court comes into play a lot. Now, according to Karmelo Anthony's motion for a new trial, this Judge John Roach Jr., is being accused of allowing secret backdoor deal. According to the filing, this deal was made back in May of 2026, and apparently Karmelo Anthony had relied on the agreement that was made between his defense attorneys at the time and the Collin County prosecutors. According to the motion, the appellate team says that the prosecutors had floated an idea to the defense that they both needed to try the case clean. And based only on what happened under that memorial tent on April 2nd, 2025, and that neither side would be offering character, reputation, or extraneous conduct evidence against the Metcalf twins or Karmelo. According to the motion filed today, that presentation floated by the prosecutor was presented to Judge John Roach on May 21st of this year inside of his chambers. And it was memorialized in a generic motion for limiting, catch this y'all, that was hand delivered and never appeared on the public docket. That's some kangaroo shit, y'all, hand delivering shit.
That's some snake shit.
Of that verbal deal, the defense relied on it. Watch this. According to the motion for a new trial, because the defense relied on that agreement that the prosecutors came up with, floated to this judge, and because the defense relied on that agreement, the defense did not explore Austin Metcalf's aggressive character during voir dire or during opening statements. The motion also said because of that agreement, the defense let state witnesses leave the witness stand without confronting them with their own prior statements about Austin Metcalf being the aggressor or, quote, triggered. The motion for a new trial also says because of that agreement, the defense did not call a neuropsychologist expert who could testify on Karmelo's epilepsy and his threat perception. And neither was the defense able to call a forensic psychologist who would be able to testify on the adolescent brain development. And the reason why, according to this motion, is because the prosecutors said that it would breach the agreement that they made off the record. In this motion, it alleges that Karmelo Anthony's own defense was built on the belief that Karmelo Anthony will be able to testify freely about the altercation, and he will be able to testify without being impeached with character evidence. In Karmelo Anthony's motion for a new trial, his appellate attorney said that on June 8th, the final day for evidence, they announced that the agreement, quote, never contemplated a testifying defendant, end quote. In response, the motion says that the court, Judge John Roach Jr., stated that he knew of no mechanism to force an off-the-record understanding, although this deal had been presented to him in his chambers on May 21st. The motion says that with only 10 minutes to decide, Karmelo Anthony ultimately decided not to testify, according to the motion. The motion then calls Karmelo Anthony's decision not to testify a coerced waiver of his right to testify and a denial of his right to present a complete defense. Now, get this right here, B-Mob. According to the motion that was filed today, July 7, 2026, Karmelo appellate attorney said that after that secret deal collapsed, during the punishment phase,
yes, Auntie, backdoor deal, snake as hell,
only allowed to answer 3 questions. And according to the filing, it specifically says, at punishment, the defense case was reduced to 3 pre-approved questions of the defendant's mother. The motion also argues that the trial court gave an unsupported jury instruction that improperly limited Karmelo Anthony's right to self-defense. The filing says that the cumulative effect of the public trial, the secret backdoor agreement, and the proper instructions to the jury requires Karmelo Anthony a new trial in the interest of justice. Karmelo Anthony's legal team is also calling out the Judge John Roach. Mind you, Karmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years in prison on June 9th. He filed a notice of appeal on June 10th. This judge took it upon himself to go on TV and put out, yeah, the jury got it right. He also claimed that the restrictions that he put on the trial was an easy decision for him, among other stuff. And basically, Karmelo Anthony's attorneys are saying, yo, this case is still pending, and you are out here talking about this case, and it shows that you are not an unbiased, impartial judge.
Facts.
And for that reason, you should not be able to touch anything else with Karmelo Anthony's name on it. They are playing with Karmelo Anthony's freedom. Like, they are really playing with him, y'all. The defense also said in their new motion that zero portion of the trial had been transcribed, because according to the motion, the case files have been held
Hey, Shay Shay, baby, love you.
Chambers. I'm going to go back through more of the documents. I'll bring out anything good that I think you should know about. And let me know in the comments what you think about these new developments today.
Okay, y'all heard it.
Yoga before, but I really leaned into it after the procedure because I knew I had to commit to exercise.
All right, y'all heard what he said. That was snakish, y'all. Backdoor deals on Karmelo. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say, y'all, is wow. All right, hold on. Let me get this off the screen. Let me go back. That is crazy, y'all. They definitely did that boy wrong. They definitely did him wrong. But things gonna work out in his favor. It really is. It's gonna work out in his favor. All right, let me get back to. And you got so many people that still talking so down on him. They really still like, I don't know. How could you sit and talk about talking down on a child? Okay, so yes, Auntie. They definitely railroad him. Yes, they definitely did. They definitely did. So what do y'all think? Hold on. Trying to get back to my other device. Lord, there's so much going on. I can't keep up with everything, y'all. I be trying to keep up with every case that I can, but it is just so much to keep up with sometimes. It's a lot. It's a lot. But when I heard North Carolina Beat talking about this morning, I'm like, what? And I was on Open Book Live this morning too. And I think it was Nick Night. She went live last night. She did a live of the documents and stuff too. And oh yeah, and also Nick Knight was saying when she first came on that someone hooked her up with the attorney. I don't know whether one, two, or three attorneys, but she did talk to one of those attorneys. Okay. And they asked her to send in all the documentations that she had during the trial that she got, that she observed in court, what she wrote down, all of that, y'all, how they was treated, what she was treated. Yeah, if y'all was in her live, y'all would have heard it. I said, I said, look at God. Look at God. Look at God. She said she turned everything over. Yeah, she said it on her live last night. She sure did. Hello everyone. Hi everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you two ladies. So, um, yeah, she said she turned everything over to the attorney. She didn't say which attorney it was, but she said that someone connected her with one of those attorneys, and she did speak to one of those attorneys. Yeah, Nick Minaj, she be doing her thing. I ain't gonna lie, she be doing her thing. You know, she really do. It's like it's so much racist shit going on out here in this world today. It's just so sad, so sad. But I believe he's going to get a new trial. So okay, y'all. I don't know what I want to do first. All right, we did the Carmelo thing, right? But I do want to come back to Carmelo before I get off because I do want to play um my boy live because he is so funny. All right, y'all. Let's listen at this live. Where cause listen, cause y'all be having me Miss D cover this, Miss D cover that. So sometimes y'all, it is hard for me to cover a lot of stuff at one time. So I might have to split it up. Like maybe one day do Nolan, next day do Karmelo, or maybe I can do both of them the same day, but split it in half while I'm on live. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Because y'all know sometimes I don't like going over my time, but I always end up going over my time. Anywho, you know, Brittany, I left you a message this morning. Check your phone. I left you a message. And hey, my love. So what do y'all think? Do one at a time or do both the same day and split it up? Because I try to be off at least by 2:30. I try to be off. Hey, open book. Open book. I just played that video of North Carolina beat. Ooh Lord, baby. Ooh Lord. Girl, Judge Roach, he's something else. He just too much. He's something else. So come on, y'all. Tell me what y'all want me to do. Cause I wanted okay, thank you, open book. Oh my Lord. Thank you, open book, baby. I love you, girl. Yeah, I played it and oh Lord, child. It's in the beginning of the live though. It's right in the beginning of the live. So let me spin around and go to Nolan right quick, right? Because I want y'all to hear what this guy had to say. Now, people did say that it was the argument out there on that boat thing that day, y'all. Lord Jesus, I feel so bad for the mama. I don't know what to do. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I read her post this morning too. Lord have mercy. And why people got fake GoMe fund pages up on this family? Why? Why do they do that? These people is just so mean and evil. They need to report them. Yes, it depends on the amount of updates. Okay, got you, sis. Got you. Okay, so let's go into it. Okay, y'all. Y'all know I be tired sometimes. Damn, I've been trying to bring y'all commentary, but sometimes y'all don't even want to answer me in the chat. Shit. What the hell I supposed to do? Hold on, guys. Hold on, little bugs.
White kids. That is not good. You got to stop letting them hang out with rich white kids. This Nolan Wells situation never should have happened. The parents of Nolan Wells should have known better than to let him hang out with these kids. I have an older son. I'm not saying it's the parents' fault, but I'm just saying it happens all the time. My older son is half black. He looked more black than he did half. We as parents, we have to do a better job in informing our children about who they should and shouldn't hang out with, because matters. The color of your skin matters, especially when you're hanging out with a bunch of rich kids that have, doctors and lawyers and judges as parents. You know that your kid is going to either wind up locked up or dead.
Ooh,
so
Lord,
my heart goes out to Nolan Wells' family. I really hate that it happened to him, but you gotta protect your children, because white people will kill your children at the drop of a hat.
Jesus.
That's just the way it is, especially these entitled little rich white.
Y'all hear what he's saying, y'all? Do y'all hear what he's saying? Oh my God.
Kids.
Okay, let's get straight to the point. So to piggyback off what that guy just said in this video, well, this picture right here is what some would call a root beer float. No disrespect, but it's not hard to determine who is the root beer in this picture. Now, rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Everyone all know by now what happened on 4th of July down in the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Nolan was with some friends on a boat ride. Well, a lot of people go hang out for the 4th of July. And Nolan eventually, did not make it back. Friends made it back, but Nolan didn't. So there's a lot of uproar going on right now. This right here in this picture is clearly, you can see to the right, that is the island, Horn Island, where Nolan Wells and his group of friends and a lot of other people gathered for the 4th of July. Now, it took 2 days for them to finally discover Nolan's body. And the family had to go out there and identify that was their son, the mom and dad. There's a sad situation to, for your son to go out, have some fun on the 4th of July, but don't make it back home safe. Now, the family has since made a GoFundMe, which they have raised almost over $124,000 in study climbing. But now, since raising this money on this GoFundMe, we talk about 6 figures. They have now since hired civil rights attorney, I think he's a civil rights attorney, Attorney Ben Crump. We all know who Attorney Ben Crump is. So Attorney Ben Crump went to his IG page to confirm that he has been retained by the family. Ben Crump wrote this as his caption. He said, "We've been retained by the family of Nolan Wells, a beloved son, teammate, and friend who went out to celebrate the 4th of July and never came home. The wide receiver at Southwest Mississippi Community College was preparing to return for the upcoming football season and will have turned 19 next month. His family deserves answers. They deserve the truth. We will not rest until every fact about what happened to Nolan on Horn Island is brought into the light. And we call all investigators to pursue this case with the urgency and transparency this family deserves." So if y'all not familiar with Attorney Ben Crump, when things like this happen and there are some doubts about what happened, then Attorney Ben Crump, he shows up to get some answers.
We don't just ask for justice, we demand it, we fight for it, and we achieve it.
So often we get asked the question about the differences between the police departments or law enforcement trying to stonewall the requests that we make and the evidence that we're asking for versus a large corporation with so many resources trying to essentially do the same thing, to bury the evidence that we're asking for. It's essentially the same thing.
Wow.
If we take this idea of trying to hide and to bury, it's just simply a tactic that many people use to just avoid accountability.
Katie McCormick, the girl that Nolan was talking to and was last seen with before he attempted to reignite with or unite with his friends, she is now going to be cooperating with the police. Okay. Her family has lawyered up and they have released a statement basically letting it be known that they will be cooperating with the police. Katie recounted her meeting with Nolan, stating that he was supposed to, they were together. Her parents spun the block and came and picked her up. And he was supposed to return back to the boat with his friends because there were several boats in the vicinity. And from her knowledge that he had gotten back to that boat with those friends safely, putting Nolan's last encounter or his last known encounter when he was alive with the friends.
Now, that is some good information right there. But most importantly, accountability is definitely what people want right now in this Nolan Wells case. Now, people got to, be prepared for different outcomes. There's a chance that when this autopsy come back, that it can be, ruled as an accidental drowning. Nobody really knows what happens out there. We just all speculating and going off everything that's coming in from social media and everything. Now, let's move on to Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter. Because people are outraged about him right now. After he did his interview with ABC Good Morning America. The thing he went on there and said got people feeling some kind of way, like something is fishy in the water, like pen trap.
Nolan Wells was on a boat. He left from a private dock area in the Ocean Springs area and proceeded with his friends to Horn Island. They left and went back without Nolan. From what we understand, he chose to stay there.
Now, Sheriff.
Yes, Kimberly, he was found in the water. Yes.
Nolan
baby
Wells
girl.
decide to stay on an island that the only way you can get back is by boat. You can't drive or do none of that. I mean, what did y'all expect him to do? Walk on water like Jesus? I think not. Now, like I say, people are kind of outraged about the sheriff going on national TV to even say that. Because, it's almost setting up something like, Nolan wanted to stay out there. They left, he wanted to stay out there. People feel some kind of way because they saying one of the friends' mom is a judge and all this kind of stuff. So people feel like it's some funny business going on. And they
it was confirmed she a judge. She even made a statement. She wrote a statement and posted it. It's all over Instagram. It's all over Facebook. And she said she did it for the privacy and of her children and all of that stuff. So, yes, one of these kids' mom is a judge. I don't know which kid it is.
There ain't no comedian right here telling no jokes. But, I'm trying to figure out why did they even Good Morning America interview the sheriff? Why not interview the family? But, according to what people are saying, the mother and them, are not ready to talk yet. So they probably will talk that after they have retained their attorney, Ben Crump. They probably will go make some appearances. Now, as the Jackson County Sheriff Department, law enforcement, and everybody that's going to be involved with this case start digging deep, they first need to check into.
Y'all see right here where it's circled at right here? What do y'all get out of that? What do y'all get out of this circle right here with because we see Nolan right here in these shorts, right? And some boy here. Do they look like they face to face? What do y'all get out of that? Tell me what y'all get out of that.
To this whole thing about this argument that happened out there. Everybody had been seeing the video all online. In my other previous YouTube video, I posted about it. You have to listen really close in the videos that's been posted because somebody was clearly having a confrontation.
Yeah, it was. I did hear that shit. It was.
So about that video where people was there as witnesses saying that, the group he was with was arguing. Who was arguing? What? We don't know. But it was a confrontation going on, and there was plenty of people there that saw it. There was a lot of people out there on them boats for the 4th of July. The island, to my knowledge, what people are saying is pretty big. But in that's
true, Kimberly.
Area that they was in, there was a lot of people right there. Even if you look at the videos, you can see that. So there's a lot that's going to go on with this. Like I say, prepare yourself that this can be ruled as a accidental drowning.
Yeah,
we don't know
that too.
But people are waiting patiently to see what this is going to turn out to be. Now, like I say, the family also has retained Attorney Ben Crump. So I'm sure at some point he's going to be on his way to Mississippi to get down there, have a press conference with the family, and they're going to start kicking up some dust down there in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. And they're going to try to get to the bottom of this and put some pressure on Jackson County Sheriff Department and John Ledbetter to get to the bottom of this and make sure they fairly investigate this case.
Facts.
Because everybody wants those friends to be interviewed, interrogated. Somebody knows something. Why would Nolan want to stay on the island just out there and don't want to go back home? When everybody else,
I just don't understand how did the friends, because they saying that Nolan supposed to have got on a boat with his other friend, but that boat got packed up real fast. So Nolan got on another boat, right? So what I'm assuming that the boat that Nolan got on, those people he did not know on that boat, right? So if nobody was on that boat that knew Nolan and the friends was on another boat, y'all follow me now? He was on a boat with other people. He didn't really know those people, but all the other friends was on the other boat. That boat got packed, right? So how did the friends get Nolan's phone if they was on different boats? How? Did someone on that boat that Nolan was on did something to him? Just saying, because I don't know. And they knew that Nolan, those was his friends, and they gave Nolan the phone. And Nolan friends never really asked what happened to him. Or do all of them know what happened to Nolan? I mean, I'm just saying, because how did the phone get to the friends and they was on separate boats? They was on separate boats. I always have my phone with me. Right. Nolan's friend got on the other boat. So, wait a minute. How many? Okay, it was 3 white boys, right? They was all in the same boat. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Right? So, the 3 boys, and Open Book, is you in the chat? Was it confirmed that the friend turned in the phone? I don't know, Open Book. That's what I'm trying to understand. Because, Open Book, let me ask you a question. You remember the black boy that we played your video yesterday? Was that boy on the boat with the 3 white boys? Can you confirm that for me? If you can. Because remember, Nolan told the boy, I love you, right? He was talking to the black boy, right? Open Book? They were all together. Okay, got you, sis. So they was all together on one boat, all the friends. And Nolan was on the boat with other people. So how did the phone get back to Nolan friends if they was on separate boats? How did that phone get back to Nolan friends? That's my question. Yes, he did. Okay. Got you. So I'm just trying to figure out, how did the friends get the phone? And who gave the phone to the mother? And when you gave the phone to the mother, what did you tell the mother about her son? That was just little questions I had. That's the question. I'm not sure neither. Yes, Kimberly. Yes. All of that seems kind of suspicious to me.
Just leave, you leave. Now, we all know growing up, the motto is, a lot of people, for male and female, is we come together, we leave together. Everybody should be accounted for.
That's right.
Hey, there were 4 of us that came. It's now only 3. Where's the 4th person?
That's how we do.
Even if you got to stay out there and just until the law enforcement, whatever, you don't leave someone behind. And it's a sad situation. It's really sad. Like I said, condolences to the family, during this difficult time. 18 years old, would have been 19 years old next month. Dreams of being an NFL player, all that has come to an end. All over what? Over what? That's what people want to know. What happened out there on that Horn Island? What really happened? But also, with the GoFundMe that the family has created, the mother had also posted that make sure that people don't really report the GoFundMe that they have out now, due to the fact that there was people who sadly was making GoFundMe trying to make.
She said, I love you. I would have made more sense if Nolan was getting on a boat with the people he didn't know. Right, because he didn't know those people that he got on the boat with. He didn't know those people. All his friends was on the other boat. And I had to think about that thing. I'm like, damn, well, if all the other friends was on the other boat and Nolan was on this boat by himself with people that he didn't know, how did the other friends on the other boat get the phone? How did they get the phone? So it had to be somebody on the boat that Nolan was on gave the friends the phone. So was all of them in cahoots with this shit? Did they know that the friends that Nolan was out there with? Because it don't sound right to me. It don't sound right for Nolan to be on a boat with these other people and his friends on the other boat, and all of a sudden now the phone is found to the boat that he was on with the people that he don't know, and they wind up giving the phone to Nolan's friends. It just don't make sense to me. Right, something weird is going on. Yes. Because sometimes I got to think about shit, y'all, when I do stories. I just, I ain't saying I'm always right. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you do stories, you got to be a critical thinker. God damn it, I learned that from open book shit.
To make her come up, monetarily come up. And they was making GoFundMe, receiving money on behalf of Nolan Wales, and it wasn't even the family. So the one that she posted is going to have a Alaya Dennis. That's the correct GoFundMe. Like I say, they are raising a lot of money over there. People.
Oh, so you want to know if Nolan and I was wondering, did Nolan post those pictures of them on social media? Oh, good question, open book. Yeah, that's a good question. Good question. Good question. Yeah. When did he do that? Right before, he went missing, or it's hard to say about anything right now, open book, to be honest. I don't know.
People are really donating and really giving to the family during this time. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. I'm Grady Matt. Holla.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me get to
Welcome to the open book,
hold on, y'all.
where every voice matters. Every story.
Hold on. Give me 1 second, because I know I'm effed up somewhere. Somewhere. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. This is, I don't know. It just ain't right to me. Don't add up to me.
Boy, howdy, let me tell you.
Hold on, let me make sure I got this up, and I want y'all to hear this. It's just the phone part just got me confused, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. The phone part got me confused. Okay.
I hope if your son done something to that little boy, I hope he gets every bit of what is coming to him. And that is respectfully as I can get it.
Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about this sad story coming out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, about Nolan Wells, who was 18 years old.
She said owned the friends who owned the friend's boat, because it belongs to one of Nolan's friends. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know the boat belongs to one of Nolan's friends. I was about to start dancing. Open book does make me laugh. Oh my God, you is so funny. Now, I don't know one of those boats. That boat belonged to Nolan friends. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that, open book? Oh, thanks for telling me, honey, because I didn't know that. Oh, Lord.
Now, Nolan Wells come from a two-parent home. This picture right here, you can see his father to the left, and that is his mother to the right. Nolan Wells graduated from Ocean Springs High School in class
That's some
of
nice looking
2025.
parents.
Now, he recently, after graduation, Nolan was a football player at Ocean Springs, but he also went on to go play college
Book,
football
you got it.
at Southwest Community College.
Open book, I'm going to get you, girl. Check your phone. You already got it. Hey, Virgo. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. I got to get my girl open book. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay, open book. I'm like, I'm gonna get open book. Oh. Hey sis, you funny. Girl, so you about to get ready to dance?
I was about to dance and you started playing Welcome to the Open Book. Hey. I was still I was saying, wait a second, what video is that? I didn't talk about that on that video. But no.
Oh Lord, you so funny, sis. I love you, girl.
Love you too, girl. I was tickled. I say, oh, you did when you say you already have it. I think I was on live when you sent it. It's way up in the messages, so I didn't see it.
Oh, okay, okay.
But girl, when I didn't want you to go too far because I wanted to comment on something you had said earlier.
Okay.
About the friend. So the black friend, and forgive me, I think his name is Trayvon. I'm not trying to make it a whole racial thing. I'm just trying to keep it, so people know.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so he went with Nolan they were together. So him and that friend were together. So when they took the boat, and what I'm trying to look up too before I got on here is I don't know whose boat it was that they all were going to get on. So I don't know if at this island, if they have where you can pay or complimentary boats that will take you from the shore to the island. But whatever boat the friend was on, it was full. It got too full and they couldn't fit anybody else on there. So then Nolan got on the other boat. So then once they got to the other side or right before they left, he's on the boat with these other guys. I don't know if he knew all of those guys or, was this a picture because he's riding with them? They just all kind of started talking and stuff, having fun, and he took pictures. So I don't even know if that picture that's going around, who took that picture and who posted that picture too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then were there any pictures with him and the other friend, Trayvon? I think his name was Trayvon. I got to go back and look. The other friend, did they take any pictures together?
That makes sense.
Together.
Because I was trying to figure out, like, how did that phone get back to them boys?
That's the part we don't know quite yet, because if he disappeared, somebody saw him somewhere and was able to get a phone. Now, unless he was on the boat and got off the boat and got into the water, or up on the phone he left in the boat, and then they got his phone from there, I could see that. But it seems like he would have his phone on him at all times. But when you're swimming, he only had on swimming trunks. Maybe he just sat it down. Now, I don't know who took it to the mom. That's the key in trying to figure this out. Who gave the phone to the mother? I also felt like it was suspicious when the other friend stated that the other friend has stated that he said that he loved him. It was so out of place at that moment. I guess that's the part that I'm just a little like.
You ain't lying, open book, because I felt some type of way too when you said that shit. Yes, I'm like, what?
Yeah, it just seemed out of place. Then comes this other guy. Now he's a black guy too. Him and the friend are both on side of the water with the family. So then the other friend shares that he had texted Nolan and then told Nolan, now, this is out of place for me too. See, sometimes people are volunteering information that seems out of place. He said he had texted Nolan and told him to be safe, be careful out there. And then Nolan was like, okay, and I'm gonna hit you up later. So where did that come from? What prompted you to say that? Were y'all really, really close? So him and the other friend that was on the other boat were there in the water with them. I mean, he wasn't there. He didn't go, but the other friend.
So, open book, let me ask you this. The girl, did he know this girl, or is they saying he met this girl out there on the island? Was this girl on the boat with him? Did he meet the girl when they got off, wherever they was going at? How did this girl come in play?
Now that part D, I'm still looking into. I don't know if
Okay.
this is somebody that he met once he got there, or if it was a planned thing where, hey, let's meet up at Horn Island on the 4th of July. I don't know. I got to look into that part because I've
Okay.
been hearing all kind of things.
So you heard that the mama took her social media down.
Who?
The judge mama.
Oh, really?
Yes, but she came back and made a statement and said why she took it down. Because she's
Oh,
protecting. She said she's protecting her children. She
okay.
said she got minors and all of that stuff.
Oh, well, because I mean, we really don't have any information saying that they really did this. So it can be
Right.
scary. I can imagine
Yeah.
that.
And she said she know how social
If you
media is
notice
with the
that,
rumors and things like that.
yeah. So, and that's where everybody ran with this is because we only saw the picture with the three white guys there, and the other information was not out quite yet. And I still don't hear too many people focusing on that part because we got to include everything. Who he went
Mm-hmm.
with, we got to keep
Mm-hmm.
in mind he was separated from that person for a minute, a little minute for them to get from the shore to the beach. Now he did say when they got back to the beach, he saw him. When they got across the water to the beach, he saw Nolan, and that's when Nolan told him that he loved him. So there was a time. Now I'm wondering how come they weren't hanging out. See, this is where that friend needs to be questioned also. What were y'all interactions while y'all were there? Were y'all supposed to hang out? Did you notice anything extra with the Nolan and these other guys? Where were you? Okay, I do to him as well.
Open book. Did you hear that video that one of the friends of Nolan spoke out?
Uh, no.
Not the friend that went that was on the boat with him. Not the black friend. Another friend spoke out. That you want me to play it so you can hear it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Because I
hold
didn't hear
on.
that.
Let me get it for you, baby. Okay, let me find it right quick for you. I think it was this one right here. Let me just it's this. Hold on. Hold
Okay.
on. Let me get it. I'm gonna bring it up. Well, I can't bring it up, but I'm gonna let you hear it so you can hear it on here.
Okay.
Hold on.
I know that friend group that he was with is known for, I don't know if I can say this substance, but they're known for doing a certain substance. And, some of us who have spoke to Nolan prior to the island date, we know that they were known for doing that substance. Another thing that we believe, what if they peer pressured him into doing something? And again, with the mixture of alcohol and...
This is allegedly, Leah. This is allegedly. And Jesus just giving us his synopsis of what he feels. So allegedly, Jesus, you got to remember when you're getting on these panels, you got to say allegedly because somebody will try to wrap you up.
Allegedly, coming from his friend group that knows him very well. I'm talking about teammates that played with him, went to school with him, and folks that see him every weekend. Allegedly, we believe that maybe something just didn't go the way they wanted it to. Maybe they were trying to have a little bit too much fun, and it was just a mistake that they covered up. But I know for a fact that friend group that they were with is known for a certain substance. So it does not surprise me whatsoever. And I'm almost certainly confident, allegedly, that there was that substance on that boat. I know we won't know till the body gets tested and all that, but, it's what makes sense to me. I don't believe he tried to swim back to the island or anything like that. There's just a lot of things that doesn't make sense. Why did they leave him in the first place? Why didn't they make sure he had a ride home? If that was me and my friend group that I typically hang out with, Nolan, yes, was in that, but if it was me and my 4 close friends, I'm not leaving that island until I leave with my friend. I know that friend group that he was with is known for, I don't know if I can say this substance, but they're known for doing a certain substance. And, you know, some of us who have spoke to Nolan prior to the island date, we know that they were known for doing that substance. Another thing that we believe is, what if they peer pressured him into doing something? And again, with the mixture of alcohol and...
This is allegedly.
Okay, y'all heard it, right? Now, this is the friend of Nolan's. He knows Nolan. And he knows Nolan don't do no substance, none of that. So this is where he spoke out at on Instagram. What do you feel, Open Book?
I guess I would like to know if he's a verified friend or somebody just coming, someone just coming talking. I don't know. Because you know we gotta wait on.
Right, we know about that kind of stuff, right? Because we've been doing these stories so long.
Yeah, so I guess unless we see something like with toxicology, where does he know him from? I would have like those questions. And then, although these guys that are in the picture on the boat, like, did they go to school together? You know, because I still don't know that part. Like, what's the relation between the guys on the boat and him? How well did he know these guys? I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but has he been vetted, and you know, for this to be true, or just hopping on a panel pretending like, because just like people doing fake GoFundMe's, people will pretend like they know a victim too, to get a story and a narrative out there, and we already know that.
I wish I knew his name. Open Book. I don't know if see, I don't have TikTok neither. But if I knew his name, I would look him up on IG and see if he had an IG, and I would bring him to my platform.
Yes, Ray said his name is Jesus. We need to find him. Like,
Ray, I need you to do your homework for me, baby. Do your homework. Find him.
See if he got pictures with him. I was about to say Karmelo. Him and Nolan. Like, are there any pictures of them together? Like, you have to vet some of these people and not just have people on the panel and they say, "Oh yeah, he was one of my friends," and they get up here.
You know, we done been through that so many times with so many stories. So yeah, that's true. Makes sense.
I mean, not to say it's not possible.
No, but we want to be sure. No, yeah. I get what you're saying. I'm not going to disagree. I agree with you on that. Because, you know, every time we cover a story, people come in the chat, "Oh, that's my sister, that's my brother, that's my uncle," you know, and come to find out they know about how many stories we don't cover like that, Open Book. We don't cover so many. So, wait a minute. He probably didn't know them. The Lord, okay.
Oh, he probably didn't know them dudes. And then y'all, also, we don't know if that's Nolan down there arguing, because in one of the photos, it shows him standing off to the back. So I don't know if that was his voice that we heard arguing. It looks like he was like just a witness to the arguing, because he was standing off to the back of the little crowd that was down there. So some people were thinking that, oh, is this him arguing with someone else? Like, has that been verified? Because in an article, it said Nolan was the type to diffuse arguments. He didn't do a lot of arguing, was very pleasant to be around people and so forth. So
he looked like he's a pleasant guy. He looked like he's a very, you know who he remind me of? He remind me of Karmelo.
He really does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he remind me of Karmelo. He really do. And I'm sorry this happened to both of these young guys. Both of them.
Right.
You know, their life was just snuffed from them. You know?
Mm-hmm. Now, I was looking up the transportation. Hold on, D. I may have to get off of
this. That's okay.
But I was looking up the transportation part. Mm-hmm. And it said there's no water taxis or ferries waiting on the mainland that continuously shuttle people to the beaches. But there are some options, like you could have a skipper charters that you can from Biloxi directly to Horn Island for groups with scheduled pickup and return, Or they have something called the Island Hopper Charters, which offer day trips and transportation to Horn Island. They have something else called Saltwater Therapy Custom Charters, which is based there in Ocean Springs, and you can arrange private trips to the barrier islands. Most of the captains, they say, beach the boat or anchor just offshore. So passengers either step onto the sand or wade through the shallow water just to get onto the boat. And then you can arrange a pickup time later that day or after like an overnight camping trip. But there are no beach taxis, golf carts, shuttle buses, concessions, or transportation services on the island itself. Once you're dropped off, you're on your own until you have a scheduled pickup. And that's going to happen.
They got me fucked up.
Ain't no way.
After all that shit you know just read, ain't no way in hell. No way.
No concession. No. You got to take everything you need. So if you need water, even water, if you need water, you got to take your own water. You got to take your own food. You better take you a change of clothes, suntan, sunscreen, all this different stuff you have to take because they have nothing there. It's like a 40-minute drive on boat from the main shore to the beach.
That's not a ghost town to me. That's not some old ghost shit right there to me. I ain't fucking with that. I'm not fucking with nothing that ain't got no car, cabs, and Ubers, and I'm not fucking with that kind of shit. Open book. I'm not. I feel like I'm in the desert. I just don't know nothing. I just gotta get on the boat to go here and there. I'm not messing with open book. Girl, I'll be calling you screaming, crying, hollering. You'll be trying to understand me. My phone be done fell in the damn water. I ain't no sir. That sounds dangerous. I don't like that.
Yeah, and then my thing too, it reminds me of that movie called Blink Twice too, because that was kind of the same scenario.
I remember that.
I was like, oh Lord. And so my thing is, if they left him, and it's no way you could swim way from over there to the main island, you know, and it's very dangerous. They got all kind of alligators and all kind of different stuff that can hang out in certain parts of that water or by the water.
Yeah, I don't know. What made them go there? Like, oof.
I mean, it was a hangout place where a lot of people kind of go.
So, Bill Crump, right? The guy that the mother retained. He is a law. What type of attorney he is?
He's more like civil rights.
Okay, so he's like is a attorney for lawsuits and stuff like that.
Like if you're civil rights, and then he tries to get.
Because I was trying to ask you, like, what did the mother hire him for? That's what I'm trying to ask you. What is his role in this?
I'm thinking the mom probably thinks that some things are off with all of this, and that I'm not sure if behind the scenes, because they have not made any official statements yet, if there's like a delay in certain things or full transparency from the sheriff's offices, all of that. You know, it could be she knows how things go. Okay. And so with him, he's requiring all of the witness statements. He wants the autopsy, toxicology reports, all of that. They're requesting all of that. So they just want a full, transparent, and thorough investigation. But with it being these pictures going out with the YT boys and all of that, I don't know if they thought it would turn into something, you know, like what we're dealing with Karmelo's case, you know. So it's a different world, Mississippi down there. And so for being Crump to actually come on to this case, must see some stuff have not just put out.
Yeah. Damn, so they ain't got no stores or nothing down there, huh? You just got to bring everything with you. So what about your food? Open book if you want to eat.
Girl, you better take a sandwich. You better take You better take you a hot dog wrapped up in that old school foil,
Oh Jesus!
some
Oh
lunch
my God,
meat,
you is so
wrap
funny.
those hot plates and bring it from the house and some foil paper. You better take you a whole big case of water, some soda in a cooler, because if you're gonna be
Oh,
down there all day, it's
oh
nothing.
my God! Thank you, Ray Ray. Uh, I don't know open book. I just can't do no trip like that. I'm just being honest. I can't do no trip like that. That's not in my blood. I can't. I'm scary, bitch. When it comes to water like that, I ain't even fucking with no cruise. I'm not doing none of that kind of stuff.
Well,
Um,
on the cruise, you have food all day, every day for 24/7. You got everything. Now, what I didn't like at the
yeah,
time when I went,
I know that open book, and I know you're trying to get me to go on one.
yeah, you
I
need to go.
understand.
You
Yeah,
need to
I
go. You
understand.
love
Yeah, got you. But
I wanted to
well,
take my
maybe
son
not
to
that
go
kind
to
of well, open book. Maybe not that kind of shit they went on. Okay.
I ain't trying to go nowhere where I need to be on a little boat to get back over there. Because to be honest, that's how it is when you do those excursions. If you take a cruise, like and you want to go to
Mm-hmm.
the beach, you can either go by car. Well, they have like rentals, like taxis sometimes that take you through the back terrain. And that's a mistake we took one time because it was so rocky in that little van that they had. But you can also take a boat from the cruise ship, the little port there, and you could take a boat to the beach. And it took us, I think when we did that with Carnival, but see, it wasn't no 40 minutes. It probably took us a good maybe 15, 20 minutes to get from the port to that beach, probably 20 minutes. But that's a long way. If you're going 40 minutes, and in some cases, it can take up to an hour from the main shore to the beach.
Well,
Uh-uh.
Kimberly said you can take peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yep. You take some of that, child. Some that can
And
stand
my
keep.
little dear friend here, she said, "Shit, I'm going to get in the cruise in the bathtub."
Okay. Because
I
that's
just
like
don't understand this boat ride though. So now open book? Remember that picture I sent you yesterday?
which
The picture of the white man.
I'm trying to remember now.
Remember the
It
remember
was
the
so
white
much going on yesterday.
girl? It was girl. It was girl. I was hollering. I was like, ooh. That's why I love when I get off my live and talk to you, girl, because ooh, it be popping.
Yeah, because y'all, we put our heads together trying to figure out some stuff.
Yes, honey. Yes, yes. Me and Open Book be on that goddamn phone. We be going nuts. I'm like, Open Book, you see Open Book. Remember the white man I sent you yesterday, the one that's supposed to be doing the autopsy thing. Remember that
Oh,
man?
okay. Yes, I do remember that.
Um,
And that's the right man because he is doing the
oh,
autopsy.
he
I
is.
don't know why they don't trust him like that
Yeah, they
person
don't
is.
trust him. A lot of people. That's why I sent it to you and I said, how you feel about this? Because a lot of people last night was not feeling that man. They was like, this is definitely gonna be a cover up. A lot of people were saying that.
Now, my thing is giving Malcolm Jamal Warner vibes when if they come back
Mm.
officially. This was accidental drowning. For one, he could swim. Okay, Nolan was a swimmer. So if
Mhm.
they come back with accidental drowning, it's giving Malcolm Jamal Warner vibes. And y'all, it was so much that we started uncovering with that case that was not an accidental drowning. Okay, so
Yeah.
we already peeped the play on this because that's what it seems like. It's a trend that some of these the black men and women, they're coming back saying, oh, accidental death or accidental drowning, or they had mental illness, or they were depressed, they hung themselves from a tree, they hung themselves in a closet. Like, come on. Okay, if we know we can't swim, guess what? We don't go in big water like this. Okay. A lot of
Facts.
people don't get off the boat at the cruise. They are so nervous. Some they want to just go enjoy the experience, but they don't even get off the boat and go do the excursions and stuff like that because they like, that's too much water for me. Okay, they'll try it in the swimming pools and try to hang to the side and things like that. But hanging, ourselves and stuff like that, people not doing those types of things.
They
Okay,
sure ain't.
so miss us with all these false narratives and all of that. And I already peeped it. If they come out with that, and that is probably one reason why they did get Ben Crump to be on top of this, to see if this stuff is going to be done with fidelity. Okay, it's no foul play, like all of that. They want full transparency and a thorough investigation.
Yeah, because they were saying they don't trust that man. They said, They was like, no, don't not. They was like, they even was saying last night that when they looked at that man, they was like, it's over. It's over. They're gonna say he drowned.
That's so sad. And then D, I don't know if you saw. Sorry, I don't know if you saw. I was looking at Content Creator, their video. He had pulled up the news, and the sheriff was on the news clip that he shared, and why it gave Tyrone Davis vibes. First thing, well, right now it's still an active, ongoing investigation, and we're doing autopsy and all of that. And we don't suspect no foul play. Wait, what? How are y'all already making a call that you don't suspect no foul play, but y'all have not done a thorough investigation? Y'all have not really gotten the full toxicology autopsy report back. You got an ID on the body, but they still haven't gotten the full results back. But you're already trying to call it like it's not foul play.
I told you, open book, when they seen that man, they said it. They said they're gonna lie. They're gonna, and you know what a lot of people were saying last night too? The mother needs to get a private autopsy done on her own.
Second independent. And that's what happened with the little boy, with Cohen Wiley. When they did their own independent autopsy, and I still got to do my update with that, but when they did their independent autopsy, they found out that the position of where that baby was shot was not coinciding with the story that the police officer put out. He was not
really?
They did a whole diagram. Ben Crump, he's over that. He's doing that case too, and they had a whole diagram showing the baby's little autopsy layout, and the way that they're saying, the car was driving towards the officer. Well, the position of the bullet does not coincide with that. So that's how they know something else is going on. They still have not released the body cam footage or any of that footage yet in that case.
Wait a minute, where did that happen in open book? I forgot.
That was in, y'all, where was it? I'm trying to remember. Senatoba. I'm trying to remember what Senatoba. Okay. Is it Georgia?
Oh wow! I will have to go and watch your video on. Yeah, she did a video on that. Me and Open Book covered that story. Mm-hmm. Me and Open Book, I told you, me and Open Book, we practically do everything alike. Some things, but she's the pro in when to come to documents. She's the pro in that. I'm not the pro in that. Okay, so that's why I tell y'all. Damn it, the documents. Go on over there and Open Book will show you the documents now.
Mississippi. Oh, wait, it was Senatoba.
Oh, what? That was in Mississippi.
That's Mississippi too? Oh, he got 2 cases in Mississippi.
Oh my God. That's Mississippi too?
I forgot. I knew it was Senatoba. I'm trying to remember. So Mississippi. Wow. So that could be why he's like, wait, I know how they moving over here. So let me go.
They snakes over there.
Mm-hmm.
They snakes over there. Yeah, but I hope this boy mama get her own autopsy done before the burial. Everything, get it done. And once you get it done, then she gonna talk to the attorney anyway. They in cahoots together and everything, and bring it out. No, don't let them just tell you what they want to tell you. Get your own autopsy done. Mm-hmm. Because, sis, you know what, sis? If they do, like, say they found this just, I'm saying, because we really don't know, right? Because you hear what the boy said, right? That I just played his video. He know what the other boys do, allegedly. That's what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they give him something?
Right.
And he took it, and they dumped him in the water, right?
I mean, was it knowingly or unknowingly? I don't know.
Right. So I want him to come back and say, we found this in his system and it was he overdosed. You get what I'm saying? And she know her son doesn't do anything like that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Because we just don't know which way it's going to go.
Right. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
so
some of them
suspicious.
white people. I ain't gonna say all white people, because some white people, they are, don't appreciate the shit that's going on. I'm gonna say that. Some of them don't appreciate the shit that's going on. So I ain't gonna say all of them is bad, but I ain't even gonna fuck with them. I stay away. Mm-mm. I don't want to go nowhere with them. Not even to the dollar store. I might not make it back from there. I don't know what's going on with them. It's too much. They played Karmelo in court, and all this shit. They railroaded that boy. The boy didn't get a fair trial. They used things against the boy. I mean, damn. Like, this shit is crazy.
It really is.
It is. It's definitely crazy. And did they clip? Did they sip? And did they wait? Or did they sip it, slip it in his drink? See, that's what we don't know, and that could be a possibility. We'll find out, I guess, when the autopsy come back. Now, I don't know if the news people going to share the autopsy, because that's the only reason we'll find out, right? Open book. I mean, other than that,
the autopsy and toxicology report. Now,
so D.
Oh, well, it depends on if this. I mean, how transparent they're going to be. If they not trying to cover anything up after the investigation, whatever conclusion they come to, they can. Some of that can be requested by the public.
Gotcha.
Now, did you read this from the mother? Okay, she's family member of one of the boys seen in the photos. This may be the one you're talking about, Ashley Cole. That lady, she deactivated her Facebook.
Yeah.
Is that the one you were talking about? Now, she said she graduated with Nolan's mother. She said they're from the same community, and she has the utmost respect for her and all of the Wells family. She said that they are mourning the loss of Nolan as well, and that the family would be in their prayers. She said her and her husband were not at Horn Island. But this is interesting, too. She said no one in our family is trying in any way to impede with the investigation by law enforcement or to otherwise hamper the family and law enforcement's quest for answers. Warren, which is one of the boys, was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last at around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on water and they had an issue with the bilge pump. I don't know what a bilge pump is. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. So Warren said they had some problem with the boat, and then Nolan didn't want to go back with them. So he said he would stay back with another group of friends. So who is the other group of friends? And where was his other friend that he came to the island with?
Right. So the lawyer mama saying she went to school with Nolan mama.
Yes, this one here, that's the she said she's a judge. She's a judge.
Yeah, she is a judge.
She said she went to school, she graduated with his mom. So that's why I'm wondering who, okay, because this is another key part. If they left and he's saying he's going to stay back with another group of friends, then who is the other group of friends?
Right.
Oh, so is that what it means, Phenomenal Scorpio?
What
that
she
the
say?
boat was getting water in it? The bilge pump. Let me look that up. What is a bilge pump? I ain't never heard of that. Wow. Okay, so it's a pump installed in the lowest part of the boat that removes water that collects inside the hull. It's the most important safety device on any boat. Oh, so that means that, oh, maybe he was scared it may sink.
Open book.
I probably would have been like, y'all ain't finna go on that boat and sink it.
Yeah, that's why I said I ain't fucking with no boat, girl. You got me fucked up. How the little kids say, you got me bent. Girl, I ain't messing with no boat. I'm just so sorry. No.
So they're gonna have to verify if that's true or not.
I'm doing good for the girl. Oh my God, this is crazy.
But we don't know, y'all. Okay,
and
if
just
y'all
because
tell me if I missed something between, huh?
I mean, sis, just because.
What'd you say, D?
That's because the lawyer, the judge mama, went to school with Nolan mama. That don't make that her son is not guilty of anything. Not saying he is, because I don't know him.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
No. I know we're not saying it. I'm just saying it because the way she put it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Not saying her son did anything, because I don't know. I was not there. Only they know. But I guess you want to put that out there to let people know. I know his mom. We went to school together. Right. You know, we graduated. Right. Was that high school they went together? Was that elementary school?
High school.
Oh, that was high school. Okay, they graduated high school together.
Now, I guess maybe I missed something. But do we know for sure it was a friend that had his phone? Like, where's everyone getting that part? Because I thought we didn't know who gave the mom the phone.
I don't know. I don't know who gave the mom the phone. That's why I said which one of the boys gave the mother the phone. And whoever gave the mother the phone, what did they say to the mother when they gave her the phone?
That's an important piece that we're missing. Because we can work backwards from there. We can work, because right now it's multiple people that he could have been with. Okay, he could have been with the black friend, Trayvon. I think that's his name. I got to go back and get the young man's
I think
name.
that is his name.
Okay. He was with him at one point. He was with the boys on the boat at one point. And now they're saying they left, and allegedly he went with some other friends. We still don't know who.
Who are the other friends?
Who are the other friends?
Oh, because see, a lot of people get friends. A lot of people get friends and associates mixed up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or don't always say everybody. Just say my associate. So did he go with some associates that he could just met through y'all, or did he knew these associates and y'all was all out there together just having fun, or was these really his friends? And I say that because, again, friends would have never left their friend like that, not knowing what their friend was at.
Exactly. And especially that first friend, the best friend, because he's supposed to be the best friend. Now, especially if you're saying he said he loved me, that shows that y'all are really, really close. I still don't know why he just saying that out of blue on July 4th, but okay. Well, where was he? How did he get back to the island? Because y'all came together. We need to leave together.
Where was the fucking boat? How did y'all get back? Because see, what in the hell is going on here?
What? Oh my God!
Oh Lord Jesus!
This is why we gotta have these conversations, because child, we gotta feed off each other and see what's going on. I don't know who wrote with who, baby. I need a diagram.
I don't know what's going wrong.
Something going wrong. I don't know what's going wrong and what's going on, child.
No, I can't take it no more.
We gotta laugh and keep from crying.
Yes, because before they even got on that boat to go back, didn't y'all see that boy was not on that boat?
Well, this mama is saying, or I guess that's the mama. She said they knew he wasn't on their boat because he said he didn't want to ride back with them because of the situation with the pump. This is the first time I'm hearing about a pump on the boat.
So what do the pump mean? Well, what do the pump play in this?
Okay, so So,
oh my God.
the pump, so how that works is it's installed in the lowest part of the boat. So it removes water that collects inside of the hull. Okay, it's one of the most important safety devices on any boat. So if water enters like from the rain, waves splashing, any leaks, plumbing, or live wells, the gravity causes the water to collect in the bilge. I hope I'm saying there are bulge or bilge, the lowest interior section of the boat. So the bilge pump pushes the water through a hose and out of the boat through a discharge fitting above the water line. So it's almost like as if water gets in there, it pushes it out. Well, if that malfunctions, water can start piling up on the boat and y'all could potentially sink.
So if they trying to say this, what happened? Because everybody would have died then.
Well, I guess they were trying to hurry up and get back to the other side of the island, but that must have been broken. And Nolan allegedly said he just gonna wait and get a ride, get on another boat to get back over there because he didn't want to ride with them in case that boat starts sinking, I guess.
Oh no, that shit ain't even sounding right.
I don't know about that, but see, they can verify that. That's something if they haven't tried to fix
Oh
it
yeah,
like that, they can
yeah,
verify that if that
mm-hmm.
it's looked into.
Right. I mean, because if that did happen, was he on that boat by himself?
Angel said, I'm sorry, D. Angel said, this is so much chaos. Pull out the notebook. It's too much. We got to look up terms. This is how I studied for my certification test. Well, what this word means?
God damn. I mean, because if the boat did contain water like that, I mean, everybody on that boat would have went, not just him.
Well, the thing of it is, like Philly Girl said, she said, but they took his phone, so how was he going to get a ride? Now, the thing of it is,
shit, a ride? You don't got no cars.
Right, he got to take a boat. So I'm wondering, did he accidentally leave it on that boat and they took it back to the main island, and that could be how he got separated from his phone? Because remember, at one point they were all on that boat taking pictures, and then they left, and he like, oh man, I forgot my phone, on the boat. Or did he have his phone, and then when he decided to stay, here are the mystery friends that he stayed with that we still don't know. Was it one of them that got the phone? So that part is still, we still don't know.
I mean, but if he left the phone on the boat, right? And the friends took the phone back to the boys, the associates.
Mm-hmm.
Did they tell the fake associates what happened? Well, man, such and such happened, and here's his phone. What did the person that gave the friends the phone? What did they say to them people when they bring their phone back? Did the fake friends ask the person that had the phone any questions? Did the person had the phone tell the fake people anything about what happened to him? Why he didn't come back?
I don't know. Until mom verifies who gave her that phone, I don't know. To be honest, we really don't know who gave the phone.
I need to know who gave the phone back, and I need to know what the fuck they said.
I know, that's what I want to know. And then I also want to know what happened to the other guy that he came with. I'm not going to take him out of the equation.
Me neither.
Because how did he get home?
Right.
Well, would you have known that Nolan wasn't with you too?
There you go.
So
did none of y'all notice that?
Huh?
Yeah, none of them didn't notice that. Come on now.
Yeah, because I would be wondering, and see, then here they come down there with the family. See, that's another thing too. That was kind of, I'll just put a check mark in my brain. They down there trying to see with the family find Nolan's body. They hanging around by the family down there trying to see what was going on. They pull the body up and all of that. And by him coming out and you sporadically saying, oh yeah, when we got we got to the island, he told me that he loved me. But what else happened? We need more details. Okay, what did y'all do after that? Y'all go swimming together? Okay, when did he go over with the other guys? Then in this whole trip, where were you afterwards? He never talked about him leaving the island without Nolan. He didn't talk about that either. So I want to know from him too, sir. Where were you at?
And see, I'm gonna be honest. If I was Nolan mama open book, I would have never had none of them motherfuckers out there seeing my son body come out the water, because all y'all bitches would have been a suspect. Okay, because when you go somewhere with my kids and all y'all was together, bitch, all y'all is a suspect. Fuck all y'all, and none of y'all bitches would have seen none of my son body coming out no water, because I would have had the people escort y'all ass away from here. Because I don't trust you right now.
And they up there talking to news. They doing something that the parents haven't even done. Why are you talking to news reporters? They shouldn't have even been given no statement. The parents haven't even given a statement yet. Right, Riri? Shanquella, yes. That's what that was given. And remember, Shanquella's mom said those friends, when they came back, they were all up under her, coming over to her house, checking on her, trying to see what she knew and all of that. And then once the video went viral and it was more to the story, they quit coming over there.
Sure did. The mom and daddy said they didn't hear from them friends no more. Up until this day. And sometimes, when things happen like this to your children, you don't be in the right state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get somebody to try to help you think for you, because sometimes you can be making the wrong decisions. You can say things and do things because you're not stable right now. You just lost your child. You know what I mean? So maybe the mother wasn't thinking as though, no, I don't want no friends out here, nobody out here but immediately family.
Exactly. Because something just don't sit right with me with that too, with all of it, with the guys on the boat, with this friend that's coming out, and the other guy. Okay, if you told him to be careful, what they got to do with what's going on right now? You making a statement, you all at the side of the water too, child. I mean, what did you have, like an unction or something wasn't going to go right? Or, I mean, what? That's weird too. Just out of the
It is. It's very weird to me.
But nobody's talking about that. See, that's the thing, y'all. I'm going to talk about it all. Okay. I know with a lot of racial things going on right now. Yes, I'm not discounting that. And yes, it's definitely a possibility. However, we always got to look at all the key players in it. So that's why my focus is there as well. Had they not said anything, we would not have known that he was out there. His best friend was out there with him. We only been introduced to the picture with him and the 3 white guys on the boat. We did not hear about this other guy until
yesterday. I would have never knew about this other guy if Open Book wouldn't have told me about it.
Right.
And I'm like, are you serious? She was like, yeah, it was another black guy there. I never knew about that.
I didn't either. Till I saw that article. And then they were making a statement. I said, oh, it's some other people he was supposed to be going. That's what it opened my eyes to another side of this. So
where was his belongings at? Did they give the mother his other belongings? Did she get that? So Open Book, didn't they say that? How did it come up that someone said that Nolan got his phone and the mama said no, she got it? Somebody said it pinged to her house.
Yes, because it seemed like it was he was, I don't know how they found out it was pinging to her house, because she said no. Oh, because they were saying Nolan is at home. So I don't know if she went onto his social media or something, and sometimes it'll show you are there, like you click on your button or whatever and show your light come on. So I don't know what made them say that, but she made a post and she said, for those of you know, Nolan is not at home. That's me. I have his phone. Let me see.
Okay. So it could have been
Yeah.
She was on his Facebook account. And it could have been they thought it was him.
Mm-hmm.
She probably got access to it through his phone.
Through his phone. She had his phone. I'm gonna see if I can find the post right quick.
And then on top of that, why would y'all think the boy home and y'all left the boy out there and y'all said y'all didn't know what happened to him? So why the fuck would y'all think he home?
Right.
What kind of sense would that make? Did he leave with y'all? No. So why would y'all think he home? These boys, they ain't right. They ain't right.
And okay. Here it is. She posted this that Sunday at 8:46 a.m. She said, Nolan has not been found. His father and I have his cell phone. So for friends who are seeing his location, is because we have it. Well,
how can they see his location?
How are they seeing his location?
Yes, because nobody can see. Like my daughter has her daughter location now because she's in college. So how can someone else see someone else's location if you're not? No,
no. Or something.
That don't sound right. Open book.
Yeah, something is off with that part. Then she said, so for those friends, for the friends who are seeing his location, is because we have it. Katie, okay, here's where she mentions Katie. Katie has contacted me. We are currently at Horn Island. So this was early that Sunday morning. We're looking for any information other than what we already know. Please PM if you have any additional information. So the mom.
Who is Katie?
That's the girl.
The girl that he was on the island with?
Yes. So the mom.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what Katie told the mama.
That's what I want to know. And they were there. But the mom had reached the apartment at midnight.
So now, sis, okay, so see, that's why I say you can't believe everything you hear. Because they saying that he met a girl on the island, right? That he didn't know. Now they're saying that Katie, which is the girl, was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did he meet a girl that he didn't know if he was there with a girl he knew Katie?
Right.
Something ain't clean.
I think him and Katie. And then why everybody on a different boat? Now I'm looking under the comments and someone said, who is Katie? And they replied and said, the girl he was last seen with, Katie made it home because she was on a different boat. Why everybody on a different boat?
Yes.
So then you have to pretty much verify, well, was Katie with the ones who left out?
Did Katie go with them or Katie went alone? But she just everybody met up there. I need to talk to Katie.
Right. We got questions.
Girl. Yes, because we got a lot of questions. God damn.
Oh my gosh. So
and what did Katie tell that mama? When was the last time? Because they trying to say he went to the other island and he met a girl. No, that's a lie. If Katie was there with him, how did he meet another girl? He already had his girlfriend there, or maybe his friend. Because I don't know who Katie was to him now. I don't know if Katie was the girlfriend. I don't know if Katie was just a little romance thing to him. I don't know what Katie was to him.
Wow. And then somebody was spreading rumors that he was there, and she said at 11:45 that day, Nolan has not been found. So whomever is spreading the rumor he is home, this is not true.
That's Katie.
No, this is his mom. I'm looking at her page.
Okay.
This
so do Katie have a Facebook?
I'm gonna have to find it. I haven't gone through that part yet.
Okay.
Because she didn't tag her.
Okay, gotcha.
But I think some people have found it. It's one girl, she had found her page. Oh my God. And then um, she said, I'm asking for any videos or photos from yesterday from Horn Ship Island that may have Nolan in them. And then she said, some YouTubers. She was looking for two YouTubers that were there on the island that could have had some information too.
Are you saying they bloggers?
Yeah, I guess so. She said in search of the two YouTubers that was on Horn Island yesterday.
Okay, right. Because when I seen that, it slipped my mind. We be talking about so much. It
Mm-hmm.
slipped my mind to ask you was she referring to YouTubers was out there blogging and she wanted to see them and see if they knew anything.
Right.
Because how does she know that they're YouTubers?
Exactly.
You get it? Did she
Uh-huh.
find their YouTube channel? Did someone tell her that they were YouTube bloggers? I mean, you got bloggers all over the world. You know, they blog everywhere they go. That's what they do. So did
Right.
someone tell her that? Or I don't know. I would love to know what their channel is if they're YouTube bloggers.
And that's
Katie
what
she went on a different boat and thought his friends would bring him back safely. Oh, Katie mama said that, Stacy. Okay. Oh Lord, I wish Katie would have went with him.
see, but that's so convenient that everybody's saying, oh, he was on another boat. Oh, I thought he was with this one. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
sick of this shit.
I'm sick of everybody talking about it. They thought he was
sick of it now. I need to speak to that boy that was on that panel over there. I need him and I need Katie. I need both of them.
You need both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need both of them. I need to question them very nicely. Mm-hmm. I need to talk to him. So I need to find out what happened. I need to find out when the last time Katie seen it, what time, what was he doing, where were y'all going, when the last time he got out, what time was it when you didn't see him no more, he was out of your sight. How did the other friends get the phone? What did the other friends say to the boy when the boy gave them the phone? Did they call the police immediately, or did they wait till they got home to call the police? Like, I need to know a lot of shit.
Right.
Yeah, I want to be Detective D.
I know that's right. I'm gonna put on a detective hat. Okay.
Oh shit, because there's so much stuff that's not adding up. And then sis, did you see sis that thing that I sent you was damn, did I send you that? The article of, I think that was a teacher spoke out and said that he graduated in 2025 and he was surrounded with all those white kids and that was their graduation pictures. I sent you that, sis. Sis, I think I did send you that.
Girl, look. Now, if it was yesterday, it probably got mixed in with
everything.
Yeah,
we did a lot yesterday.
I was so drained. I didn't go to bed till after midnight trying to look at everything.
I'm thinking I find that shit, sis, because it sounds like, matter of fact, here you go right here. Let me send it to you. Let me know that this sounds like it was a teacher to you. I just sent it to you.
I wonder, did Katie, did she deactivate her Facebook?
Yeah, I need to find Katie. Anybody know Katie last name?
Well, it's McCormick, but I'm making sure I got the right one.
Anybody in this chat know Katie? And y'all, my goal is 4 coffees. Let's support my channel. Please, I will appreciate it. Everybody can buy 1 coffee. I got 60 people here. I know I got some bush watchers too, but it's okay. You know, you make sure y'all hit the like button. And my goal is 4 coffees. 4 people can buy 1 coffee.
I think I found her page, but I don't see anything recently on here. Oh, boy.
Hey, Royal D and family. Hey, family. What's going on? I just hit this. Ray. Kimberly said no. That's not her. Open book.
Huh?
That's not her. That's not the Kimberly.
Which Kimberly or Katie? No, I found the Katie, but I don't see anything recent.
You found Katie? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, open book. The lady I just sent you, do she sound like she was a teacher?
Let me see. Oh, you probably sent this morning. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. Okay, let's see.
Oh shit, sis, hold the panel down. I gotta get my camera, my
Okay.
door. Hold on.
Okay.
Y'all know Katie, put it in the chat, damn it.
Oh, slip I met everyone. My heart goes out to his brother. Oh, yeah, it does sound like the person is a teacher or someone that worked at the school. Guess about what Dee shared with me, and they have their caps on, cap and shorts, and just standing out for a casual picture. But it seems as though someone that works at the school, because she said, my heart goes out to his brother Ethan, parents and siblings, all of my coworkers that taught or coached him, and the OSHS class of 2025. So she's saying co-work. The Katie girl, recently, Katie McCormick. Yeah, D said asked if y'all know her. Yeah, she made it private. I don't think it was private, Philly girl, a couple of days ago, because someone had posted a screenshot of her page, and it wasn't private at that time, but now
Yeah, now
it's.
y'all know me and open book like cutting up. Y'all already know when we get together, we cut up. Okay? We like to laugh and shit, and we cut the fuck up. Now,
But
anybody know Katie?
we found Katie, but you see.
Okay, open book. What you think about the post I sent? Do you think that's a
Oh, I think
teacher?
it was a teacher. I think it was a
Okay,
teacher
okay.
or
I kind of
somebody.
figured that.
Somebody at the
Okay.
school.
No, I
Wow. Well,
just
it
want to
is
come up.
she.
Hey, OG.
I think it's McKay. Hey, I think it's Katie McCormick or McCormack, but that's
Oh,
her
she said she
last
found her.
name. It's either McCormick or McCormack.
I
Okay.
found her, OG. What I'm gonna do when I sit down, I'm gonna go. That's how I found Willie in that Tyrone Davis case. It's all about the Kim folk, the comments when they private their pages like that. Somebody gonna slip up and say something, a family member. So I just got to kind of follow some comments and things to find out more
Yeah.
because she privated her page.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
I just saw that the little bit of the what do you call it? The announcement that the sheriff down there in Horn County made regarding uh, Nolan's case, and it's yeah, I agree with you, Open Book, that it's really funny that before an autopsy, an investigation, or anything is done, he literally said that he don't suspect foul play. I'm just that just it got me, and the fact that he said, "Oh well, we're gonna we're gonna run this investigation like we run any other investigation." So why do you have to say that? Like, to even have to say that raises eyebrows for me, as to say, okay, do you think that we think that you wouldn't run it like any other case because
Right.
we think that? Like, why is a sheriff literally having to say, well, we're gonna do this investigation like we do any others? To even have to say that is questionable to me.
Oh shit.
So yeah,
Open book. Look what Philly girl just said in the chat. Open book. She said she found the dad page, the dad Facebook page. Lord have mercy. Well,
Yeah.
damn, everybody private in that shit right now. Damn.
They know people gonna
well,
come down that little trail, little rabbit hole. hmm Start
well, the
looking into stuff.
thing about the friends, if you don't have anything to hide, why do you have to get an attorney? If you don't have anything that you think would incriminate you, if you're innocent, what is the need to lawyer up? I
Now,
would
somebody
openly
said
want to
on
speak
YouTube,
liberty.
but somebody said on Instagram, somebody asked one of the creators, why did they get an attorney? And the lady said that they got it because they've been accused of Nolan's death, so they had to lawyer up. But I never heard the mother accuse anybody of her son's death.
They heard the
Yeah, I
public.
think they're going right. They're going by public opinion. But my point is, if I know my son is innocent, I'm going to tell my son to go down there and give an open statement to authorities. Why do we have to lawyer up if you're innocent and you are not involved in anything wrong, or you don't think you're going to say anything that's going to incriminate yourself or others? Why wouldn't you freely speak to authorities without an attorney? You know, when they
Well,
start
that
to like, rub, to me, that's suspect as well. Because if I'm freely innocent, oh, I don't need an attorney because I'm going to tell you what I know, tell you what happened, and I'm not going to incriminate myself on anything because I'm innocent. So I'm just, but again, we're talking about these are the sons of prominent doctors and attorneys and judges in that county. So we already know that they're going to have to protect a wall around them because of who they are, their status as well as the color of their skin. So that privilege is going to get them, that type of protection as opposed to the protection that Nolan needs and his family needs. That's why Ben Crump is there until there is a independent autopsy and an independent investigation, because that is exactly what Nolan's family is going to need to do to get both, so that it makes sure that there's nothing going on.
I definitely agree. Now, the one lady, the judge, she said her son did go and speak with the police department, the sheriffs, and said that it was some kind of pump that was malfunctioning on the boat, the bilge pump, and said that Nolan wanted to stay with some other friends when they were going back to the main shore. So I don't know how true that is, but she said they fully cooperated. He fully cooperated with the
But
police.
open book, what do the pump got to do with the man drowning? Well, now, I'm trying to say, if the pump was malfunctioning on that boat, everybody on that boat would be dead, because Nolan knew how to swim. So everybody on that boat should have been dead with Nolan. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm trying to say, if that boat was malfunctioning and anything like that, then why is Nolan is the only one deceased?
Well, no, they're saying that to say he didn't go back with them. That he said he was going to stay on the Horn Island and come back with some more friends. Because of the pump, I guess he could have been nervous to get on that particular boat. That's what I think why they brought that in.
Okay, so is it fair to say is it fair to say he stayed on the island with some let's just say this, because Nolan did not know those people that he stayed on the island with. I'm quite sure he probably didn't.
We don't know though. We really don't know.
No, I was gonna say associate, because friends don't do things like this.
Oh yeah. Well,
so the associates that he stayed on the island with.
Mm-hmm.
So Nolan never got on a boat, from what I'm hearing here. He stayed on the island. He never got on the boat. So whatever happened to Nolan, it happened on that island.
Yep, I think
How did he get in the water?
We don't know. That's the missing pieces. They're trying to really disqualify themselves from this investigation by saying they had this issue wrong with the boat. I don't know how many of them, if all three of them were on the same boat. So they had a malfunction with the bilge pump, which is why Nolan, I guess, got nervous about that and didn't want it, because it's such a distance, like 7 to 10 miles from that Horn Island to the main shore. So maybe he was nervous, like, well, man, if that's broken, what if we get too much water in the boat and it starts sinking? So he may have just said, I'm going to just go back with these other people. So
you mean to tell me all like got back on that malfunctioning boat? So the rest of them got back on that boat that was malfunctioning. So. Right? I don't believe it, open book. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe it. I don't believe nothing was wrong with the fucking boat. They all fucking lying. Okay. Yeah. Mm. And the news people only put out what they said because that's what they told them. So that's what the news people gonna run with because that's what they told the news people. Of course.
Well, the mom is the one that shared that part.
Who mama?
Post. The
The,
judge.
the judge mama. Yeah, of course she gonna share that too because she's gonna go with her son. Told her. So yeah, because she wasn't there. It's like we wasn't there.
Yeah. But they can prove that. They can verify that. They need to do that in
Oh
the
yeah,
investigation.
absolutely, absolutely, sis. They can verify that. And I hope they do. They better not come up with no shit. This boy committed suicide. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm tired of always hearing the same thing. Yeah, he committed suicide. Nah. Because that's what they want us black people to believe.
Well, I think that's why they're going down the road of the sheriff painting this picture of no foul play, or he don't suspect any foul play. I believe that when they say things like that prior to any investigation or autopsy, it's because they are trying to sway or lead the masses with that. Coming from a sheriff, oh, he got to be right. You know what I mean? So I think that that's why they're trying to paint this picture right now. But that is why it is so necessary for the private autopsy and the private investigation as well, because the sheriff department is definitely going to be swayed towards a one-sided narrative and try to put that narrative out there, the same narrative that they did in the mass media, the YT mass media, when it came to Carmelo Anthony and in the picture they tried to paint. We know that they do this all the time. So that is why it is so important for Nolan's parents to get on top of it and don't allow a lot of mistakes to be made in this case. That's why they need to hire a private investigator as well as an independent autopsy, because if they don't, it will get lost in the sauce and it will be painted a picture as an accidental drowning without a thorough investigation.
Open book, you see that stuff I sent you?
Let me check it right quick.
Hold on, y'all. I'm reading.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that's questionable here as far as we know that these young adults, they live on their phones. It's just no way I can see him wanting to be left behind without a cell phone. And I don't understand why the friends get all the way to land or where they came from and didn't call his parents, didn't call authorities. Who called authorities? There's so many unanswered questions here that need to be addressed, because all of that is suspect at this moment, and those questions need to be answered. Because again, if Nolan parents don't get on top of this and do some independent things, I am telling you, this case can fall by the wayside and be painted a picture to mass media, YT mass media, to create a false narrative about what truly happened to him. Now, if the independent autopsy and the private investigator come to the conclusion that it was an accidental drowning hired by the family, and they satisfied with that outcome, then that's that, and then we'll have to be satisfied with it. But until then, they need to get on top of things now. Don't wait. Don't let things slip. Don't behind the scenes. Don't let things fall through the crack. Don't let the wrong people be in their ear telling them what to do, the same way that it happened with Carmelo Anthony's family. And I think that they would have a good chance to get ahead of the game to know what really truly happened to their son.
So, open book, what you think about that? Is that because what I'm getting from this is that he just had met that girl? Did you read the comments?
Yes, that's what I'm getting too.
That's what I'm getting from that.
But she went to the mama? But the mama seemed like she called her by name and stuff like that, like she knew her.
Nah, that's not what I'm getting from these comments.
And she went to the moon before divorce. No, I'm saying based off the mama's post too.
Right,
She
right.
said, yeah,
Otherwise,
Katie
why would
already
they
gave
be pressuring her to speak with the police? Right. Facts.
So it's like she went without them pressuring her to go talk to the police, without going to pressure her to talk to the mom. The boys, I guess, never went and talked to the mom. So did Katie have the phone? If Katie had
I
the
was
phone,
going to
that's
say that, sis. Did Katie have the phone then? Come on, read them comments. Come on.
Now, how did she get back?
Right.
Philly girl, I tell you, it's a rabbit hole, girl. Once I start doing that, it take me all night going through friends, trying to find some comments they made. What did you call her? This your cousin, your friend, your sister? It's all about the comments. I'm telling y'all.
It sounds like to me Nolan did meet that girl out there.
Out there, yes. I think they chose to meet up there.
Yes.
Wow.
I need to know when Katie last seen him. I need to know what their conversation was like. Because Katie, did you give the mother the phone?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Because the mother stated, I think one of those boys, I don't know which one, posted her son. And she said, don't post my son.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Katie need to come to the front of the class. Yeah. Because how did Katie get back?
Yeah, how did she get back? It's still some missing. We got a lot of missing pieces until people really come out with it.
Because Katie, let me find out you a fucking snake too. And you done private your shit. Because Katie sound like she a snake too. Shit. I don't trust none of them. I'm like that man. Shit. You can't trust these motherfuckers. I ain't even. Yeah, because I can go all the way in with it, girl. Oh, Lord, child. Baby. Because when I heard one of them boys' mama was a judge, I said, well, goddamn. See, when you fucking with somebody that's in law enforcement, shit never go nowhere, y'all. Shit always get thrown under the rug. It get covered up. Trust me. Believe me when I tell y'all. And I'm telling y'all from fucking experience. And I'm going to leave it right there. And I see it happening every single day. When you have people in law enforcement, shit don't go well.
Right.
Charges don't get brung up. None of that. Everything gets swept under the rug. Everything.
D, Ray just put a comment, and I'm reading it right now from the mom's page. She just made a post 3 hours ago, and she said, once again, her husband. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the meeting, dog. I'm gonna read this last post. Oh, Lord, my phone is getting on my nerves. Once again, Elmore Wansley, which is the husband, and I have not approved anyone to speak or post on our behalf regarding our son Nolan Wells, other than attorney Ben Crump and his legal team. Please report any video that says we allowed this type of behavior or actions.
What does she mean, speak on her son? What does she mean by that?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it things that they're saying, maybe? Because I mean, people gonna talk about the case.
Yeah, I mean, you can't stop content creators from talking about a worldwide story. So, are you saying people legally that's in the legal field saying things, or
She's saying
digging up?
on our behalf. So, okay, I think it's saying that the mom or dad said something. You see what I'm saying? She said the only people that she's authorized to speak on their behalf or person is Ben Crump and his legal team. So nobody else should be speaking up on their behalf. That's what she's saying.
Okay, so it sounds like to me she mean like legal people.
Well, not legal people, but anybody who's saying they speaking for the family.
Okay, like a
That's
PA,
pretty much what she's
PR, whatever you call them, or
yeah.
Okay, got you.
Or if you see an article saying the mama said XYZ and we can't go to her page or Ben Crump, them not putting it out, then they lying.
I can believe that because people will start doing that. They'll start making them lies. I spoke to the mother behind the scenes. I spoke to the dad. See, I don't do that shit on my platform because some people just do shit for clout. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, see, I don't do all that. I cover a story and that's it. You know, I don't go out here looking for people and all that. And if I do, it's every once in the blue moon, and that ain't really happen, you know, a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? So I get what she's saying because some people do stuff for clout. So I definitely understand where she's coming from.
Right.
She don't.
Well, I hate to get off, but I'm gonna have to get off. I got to go to a meeting.
Okay, girl. I enjoyed you.
I enjoyed it.
All right.
I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, B.
You're welcome. Yeah, I get what the mom's saying. Because, you know, sometimes some people do things for clout, you know. So, y'all, let's finish with this video before I get up off here. Okay, y'all. Let's donate to my channel. And the other video for Karmelo, we're going to do that tomorrow.
In Summit, Mississippi. He was actually scheduled to move back into his campus with his best friend that he went to school with from Ocean Spring, Mississippi. I want to say today, July the 5th, Monday, they were scheduled to move back in. Now.
Oh, damn. Did y'all know that? He was going to college. Oh, wow. And go on campus with his friend. The same day my granddaughter went to college. She left July the 5th too.
If you've been following this story, you know that Nolan Wells went to go take a ride for the 4th of July out on an island called Horn Island, probably about 8 to 10 miles or whatever, off the coast of Mississippi from Ocean Springs. Now, this right here is the island. Right here, you can see it right here. Now, this is the group of friends, along with some others that's not pictured, but this is the boat that he was on with these group of friends. And I can just tell you right now that it's a lot of people feel some kind of way. As you can see in the beginning of the video, that lady kind of hinting that, hey, somebody might be working with somebody. Now, we don't know what's true and what's not.
Right, Queen.
But there's a lot of info coming out, and we're going to talk about it all. Now, for Nolan, he just wanted to live it up. Before he go back to school, he wanted to go hang out with his friends out there on the island, catch a boat ride on the water, just having some fun. 18 years old, just doing what kids do.
Wow, he didn't make it to college. That's sad.
A parent sometimes go through something that no parent really want to go through, and that is your kid leaving the house with their friends or whomever, and they're not returning back home safe. And Nolan mom actually experienced it. His
shit, y'all. Yesterday when my granddaughter called me because she texted me. She been texting me because she got to school so late. She got to school at 5:30. She got to be school at 8:30. She don't get out till 5. So I don't bother her while she in her classes. But when she get out, she always texts me and says she's back in her dorm. Yesterday she told me she was waiting on Uber Eats to bring her food. So y'all, I got so goddamn scared. I said, "Is your roommate in there with you?" She said, "Yeah, Grandma." I said, "Well, take your roommate out there to get your food with you." She said, "Okay." She said, "Grandma, I'm okay." I said, just take her with you. Lock the door and take her with you. Y'all, I don't know. I just gotta maybe buck back a little bit, but I'm just, just a little tight, still a little, because this is her first time, being away, and I'm so happy and proud for her, but I just still get uptight sometimes, you know. So yeah.
His father experienced it. The mom went to Facebook and posted this on the 4th of July, later that evening. Said, update, please be on the lookout for Nolan. Last seen was west tip north side of Horn Island around 3 p.m., July the 4th, wearing blue shorts and sunglasses. It's unclear if he made it back on land. Please message me if you have seen him or have information about his whereabouts at or after 4 p.m. So basically, Nolan friends made it back, but Nolan did not come back home.
Breaking news, a body has been found on Horn Island near where missing 18-year-old Nolan Wells went missing. Search crews like this one you see here in the air have been searching for him for more than 40 hours now. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Brandy McGill. Will Polston has been on the scene at a command post in Jackson County all morning as they search, and he now joins us live. Good morning to you, Will.
Hey, good morning, Brandy. We got word here just at about 8:45 that there was a body found on Horn Island, and the officials are now working on bringing that back. Now, as of right now, we do not have an identity of the body that was found, but I can confirm that Nolan Wells' family is here at the Lake Mars boat launch. Now, they've asked us not to show the camera in that direction right now of the family grieving. There is quite a bit of family and friends here from Nolan's family. But like I said, we do not have identity as of right now. Sheriff Ledbetter did confirm that a park ranger ended up finding the body that was found, and the coroner was here earlier and has since left. They left right at about 10 o'clock, just after 10 a.m., waiting on getting official confirmation on the identity, cause of death, and everything else in between. Of course, as we find out more information, we're going to be updating you on our website at WLOX.com. But as of right now, a really somber scene as the family all gathered around, hugging and trying to enjoy each other's company during a somber time. Again, still waiting to find out the official identification of the body found, though. Reporting live in Jackson County, Will Polston, WLOX News Now.
Unfortunately, Nolan Wells did not make it home. The way he left, he did not return the same. Now, according to the news report, WLOX, a body was found at Horn Island, and as we all know by now, that body was confirmed to be 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Now, on July the 4th, his mom was on Facebook searching for her son, asking for information, waiting for his safe return home. Only for 2 days later, July the 6th, around about 8:30, 8:45 a.m. in the morning, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office down there on the Gulf of Mississippi, Ocean Springs, all down there, reported that they found the body, and the family had to confirm that it was Nolan.
Found his body fast.
Nolan's mother, his grandfather, had made a post confirming it as well, but the mother had also made a post wanting to thank everybody, the friends in the family, community, and United Cajun Navy, the local law enforcement, and everyone involved for our love, support, resources over the last few days. His father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated. My heart broken for my sweet son, who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul. God took his time creating our son. I ask that you please give me and my family time to grieve. And what can you say? Condolences to the family and prayers to them during this difficult time. Like I say, Nolan with love. He came from a 2-parent home, had his mother and his father right there by his side, and just a day of just going out to have fun with his friends, led to this tragedy hitting his family. Now, this is Nolan right here with his friends on the boat. Allegedly, I think this is them heading to Horn Island. Now, there's a lot of stuff coming out, and I said we was going to talk about it, so let's get into it.
Thank you,
now,
Auntie
allegedly,
Barbara.
there was a confrontation. Not sure exactly if Nolan Wells was involved in that confrontation.
Now, y'all see that water? Y'all see that goddamn water? Ain't no way in hell, y'all. No way in hell. I can't do it. I can't do it. No way. Woo, Lord, God bless them. They had some balls, baby. Cause baby, not me. I couldn't do it. I'm too scary for that. No way. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Hell no.
information, but there are some people on the internet that is saying that the group that he was with had a confrontation within the group.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And now, as you can see right here in this picture, I'm going to play a video, but this is a still shot from the confrontation that someone filmed, and you can actually hear someone get into it. And they're trying to say allegedly it was the group that Nolan was with, and this is Nolan right here. Now, shout out to Anna C. Moore for the video. We're going to play this video. You got to listen real close. You're going to hear individuals having a confrontation, arguing in the background during this time.
Oh my God, look at that water.
So if you listen closely,
you can't hear the argument, y'all. Can y'all hear? Did y'all hear that?
Argument in the background, and they pretty upset, and that's what people are saying, that group is the group that Nolan Wells was with. And this turned out to be true.
I believe that, Barbara.
Some facts that the group he was with was having a confrontation, and maybe he was involved. Who knows? Then that's gonna raise some eyebrows about him coming up missing and his friends going back, and Nolan not coming back with them. Now, there's also some comments from the internet or people trying to confirming that it was an argument with his group. This person said right here that one of the passengers on their boat is pretty certain that Nolan was a part of the group that was almost fighting around 5 p.m. So some people got 4 or 5 all these different times. Then you also have someone else that's saying they were fighting amongst themselves. So they are confirming that the group that Nolan Wells was with was having a confrontation amongst their group. And somebody else said that 3 people on my boat saw it, and they all say yes, it was amongst themselves. So the group that Nolan was with allegedly had a big confrontation out there where they either got to fighting or almost fighting. But still, for them to have a heated argument, then he come up missing and everybody else go back home, there's some questions that need answers.
Yes.
Now, there's someone who also said that they were anchored there too in their boat, and they said that they left very quickly after a fight around 4-ish. So you got a little different times, but you have a lot of people, witnesses out there that are confirming that a get down definitely happened between the group that Nolan was with.
Wow.
Now, Nolan's cousin, I don't know the relation, but clearly family's going to be upset. Especially with all of the different stories that's coming out about who did it, who done it, and what happened, and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing about it, y'all, the time's a little off. And sometimes that happens. The times be off when it comes to certain things. But everybody is saying the same thing. It was an argument. So everybody can't be lying. But it's okay if the time is off. Because sometimes when things go wrong, the timing be off a little bit. You don't always have to be the same. Everybody, got their little own time and shit. But everybody's saying the same thing, that it was an argument.
So she said this. Y'all know this is some BS. An arrest needs to be made soon. My little cousin didn't deserve that. Nolan was in college playing football, hoped to be in the NFL, and a family who loves him dearly. I love you, cousin. She's upset. Now, she got in the comment section. Now, she wanted the guys that he was with to be arrested because, people saying, we got an Oreo cookie situation here. And people are saying that the people that Nolan was with may have done something to Nolan. Who knows? Now, there's a lot of people that is talking.
Yeah, I'll check it out probably tomorrow, son, not today.
About this story, breaking down, giving insights. But one thing about it is, you got to just go ahead and just be cut and dry. Don't put no salt on it. Just say what you want to feel. Shout out to this lady, Jessica Stewart. I feel like she gave the best breakdown of this whole thing with Nolan Wells being out there 4th of July at Horn Island with his friends.
Situation, this little boy that got lost out at Horn Island yesterday, because I just hate to see motherfuckers making videos about somebody else's trauma just to get a damn dollar. But I'm just going to go ahead and take it too far, because that's where you always find the truth. I think that every phone of every fucking kid that was around him yesterday needs their phone taken and confiscated by a government department, okay? Not their parents. Number 2, I want to know who the parents of these kids are. Are any of them lawyers? just asking for a friend. Do any of them work for DMR? Do any of them work for the City of Ocean Springs, Education Department, City Department, any kind of governmenty positions on the children? Moving on. Obviously, who the f leaves their friend on a damn island? Some lady on the internet just said, the last time that he was seen, the friend said, "Hey, Nolan, get on the boat." Okay, and then what? What did Nolan say? What? No, I'm trying to get Katie's number. No, I left my koozie over here at this other boat. Hold on, let me go tell my homeboy over here we're leaving. What happened after that? Since we know they told him to get on the boat, what did he say when they told him?
Right.
I think Katie's irrelevant. I don't think she has a leg in this race. I don't know none of these folks, but I just think poor little Katie really ain't got nothing to do with it, unless they didn't want to see that cute little boy out there with that little girl. And there's some weird shit going on in the deep south of Mississippi. Anyway, moving on. I just don't understand it because the little boy Nolan does not seem like the kind of person that would have said, "No, I'm good. I'll just find a ride from an island with a stranger." The boy was in sports. He cared about his grades. He cared about his well-being. He always showed up to school on time and was an outstanding citizen. To be honest with you, I don't get that kind of energy that he was like, "Nah, I ain't get on the boat. I ain't done yet." I'm not getting that energy.
Right.
And again, I don't know this person, but I got some wow friends myself, okay? I almost had to drag my little friend Christy up out the damn hard rock pool last weekend because she wasn't ready to go. But guess what? We came together. It's time to go. You're leaving with me.
That's
Not everybody's
right,
like that, and that's fine.
Right. Fact.
That's fine. But the math ain't mathing. And I think that the most important characters in the whole fucking plot are too quiet. I haven't even looked up the people involved. I'm just following posts that are being made in comments. But man, this is the most Murdoch story out of Mississippi I've ever heard.
This whole situation is sad. You have a mother and father who was waiting for their son to come back home on the 4th of July, and their son never returned home safely back to them.
Mm-hmm.
You can only imagine what they're going through. He left with friends that I'm sure maybe the mother and father trusted that, hey, he's just going out with his friends. They're going out on an island, to have fun. They're riding a boat. Just stuff that you're just doing as a kid, just having some fun. But I'll tell you one thing. This is going to have a lot of people upset. A lot of people feel some type of way about Nolan being out there with those friends. According to a lot of reports, the friends actually brought Nolan's cell phone back to his mother.
Yep, someone was doing a lot of cursing.
Well, if that's the case, everybody's wondering, if you can bring his phone back, then where was Nolan? Like Jessica said in her video. What did Nolan say? Somebody asked Nolan to get back on the boat, and what he said, he don't want to get back on?
Kimberly.
Somebody knows something. Even if it's not foul play, somebody knows something. It's a bunch of people. If y'all look at some of these videos, it were boats on both sides of the island. So this clearly is a hangout spot that everybody goes to and hang out. So there's a lot of people out there. So how is it that Nolan was the only one that's left out there, not for one day, but for 2 days before he was discovered?
That's
and
crazy.
If the friends, nothing was involved, why when you take the phone back to the mother, just say something to the mother like, hey, Nolan is out there. We couldn't find him or something. Now you have a mother who is grieving, a father who is grieving, a family who is grieving, and you have an 18-year-old kid whose life's come to a tragic end over what? How it happened. Y'all get in the comments what y'all think about this whole story. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share my video. I'm Greta Matt.
All right, y'all, we're going to do another one right quick before I get off. He's absolutely right. All right, let me see. Can I bring this up if it ain't already up? Give me a second.
So, what do you think?
Hold on, y'all.
I don't know. What kind of
make
internet
sure this is up on the screen first. Give me a minute. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I had to make sure it was up for you guys.
What is Verizon fun?
A lively holiday atmosphere on Horn Island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast turned into a desperate emergency response operation after the disappearance of 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Nolan and a group of friends went on an excursion to the popular island to celebrate Independence Day. But the atmosphere quickly shifted after friends noticed Nolan failed to return to the mainland as the sun began to set. Authorities said Nolan was last seen on the island at around 3 p.m., and did not return on the same boat as his group of friends. By midnight, his mother contacted the Jackson County Sheriff's Office and reported her son missing. Nolan's distraught mother pleaded for help on social media, sharing photos of her son wearing blue swim trunks and sunglasses, smiling on the boat and huddled around friends. The mom requested the help of the United Cajun Navy, a nonprofit organization that provides disaster relief. I'm Israel Salas Rodriguez, senior news reporter at the U.S. Sun. Thanks again for joining us. Make sure to click that like and subscribe button to stay tuned for more reports like this one. Joining us now is Josh Gill, the Cajun Navy's incident coordinator for the search and rescue for Nolan.
Yeah, y'all.
Josh,
He
thank you so much for joining us.
Find Nolan.
Can
This
you
guy
just
right here.
introduce yourself to our audience?
Josh Gill. I'm from Louisiana. I'm the incident commander for the United Cajun Navy.
And how long have you been with the organization?
Been with the organization on and off since its inception. Really been instrumental in the role for a couple years now.
And shifting over to the Nolan Wells case, can you describe the water conditions
Kimberly,
surrounding Horn Island for those of us who are not familiar with the area?
Sure. So Horn Island's off
he
the
had a
coast of
beautiful
Mississippi.
smile.
Believe about 10 miles off the coast. It's a 144 square mile island. It's pretty big. It's a location that's in the Gulf of Mexico / Gulf of America, whichever nomenclature you want to use. It's a destination area for boaters, right? Fishermen, boaters, recreational boaters as well. July 4th weekend, the water wasn't extremely rough. It was a normal day. I'd say, light swells, maybe up to 1 foot. There is a pretty heavy tidal surge and tidal movement on that portion of the island where they were at. It's a pass between two islands, so there's increased tidal influence right there, along with wind and wave action.
Okay. And is the area popular during the holiday, during 4th of July weekend?
Extremely popular. All summer long, it's popular. Like I said, there'll be anywhere from a few hundred boats to it could be over 1,000.
And can the water conditions change at all when the sun begins to set around the area?
Sure. Conditions can change rapidly there. It's not exceptionally deep, which calls for the ability for conditions to change quickly.
Can you walk us through the timeline from the moment that Nolan was reported missing?
Sure. So to the best of my knowledge, again, I didn't get a call till that next day. As I appreciate, late that evening, Nolan was on the beach. The vessel that he came with left. And from there, we don't know what happened, right? Again, I'm just a volunteer, I'm running volunteer operations. I'm not law enforcement. So what happened really isn't what I'm looking for. What I look for a search is that last known location, and then specifics about the area or specifics about the person. Knowing that northwest corner of Horn Island was what we call the LKL, last known location. From there, we looked at the weather conditions, tidal conditions, wind conditions to come up with a plan, come up with a grid on what we could do. As within 30 to 45 minutes of when I got notification of him missing from the family and then from the mother, we had surface vessels, that's boats, that were in the area starting to search. We also had 2 drones that were in the air, as well as boots on the ground on the island doing a manual walk to look for Nolan there. That next day, yesterday, we had at daylight 4 vessels, 2 more people, as well as a fixed wing aircraft in the air that started 6:15-ish, 6:30.
And when Nolan's mom did reach out to you, what was her tone like? Did she give you any information that could help in the search?
Oh, absolutely. So, and again, you can understand the frantic. She was frantic. She wanted to know everything that was going on, and what we could do to provide resources, what we could do to help her find her son. I mean, that's issue number 1, find Nolan. But again, she was, with everything that was going on, Miss Christine was extremely calm, when she was providing that information. And I asked some very tough questions. And I just wanted to make sure that, she understood all the questions that I ask are related to helping me find the location to search.
The lightweight bomb formula evens out the look of skin in a way heavy foundations never could, especially on mature skin. Week 2, she notices she doesn't rush to fix her.
And when you and your team were on the ground, were you approached by any of maybe Nolan's friends that stayed in the area and that they provide any information to you guys?
It is an active and open investigation, so I'd rather not discuss the pieces and parts of who we had conversations with.
Oh yeah, Barbara,
I will
that's
say
strange.
this is that I don't believe any of the friends stayed.
And what did you know about Nolan's disappearance when you first got that call? Did you know of anything beforehand?
Just basic information, stuff that I gathered off of social media, as well as information from the mother. Nothing that was super relevant to finding Nolan or to searching for Nolan. Just information that he got left on the island. Left or he wasn't there, possibly, hopefully, and as we prayed that he may have made it onto another boat. So what we do is we gather information, right? We gather as much information as possible. We then blast it out to social media. We've got a huge following, and this one went extremely viral to ask for help. The more people that see something, they could possibly say something. So we actually, at the time of him being found, we had people in the air, we had boats on the water, we had boots on the ground, on land, on the mainland as well, looking in 3 different locations where people had said he may have been seen that day, that evening before, or that evening he came up missing. So we take into account everything, every tip, every, hey, go look here. We do that. We do it because we want to make sure we're providing all the resources that we possibly can, checking everything out, and letting the family know that, hey, every life matters to us. It doesn't matter race, creed, color, religion, nationality. I don't care. We want to make sure that every family understands we're putting every bit of effort into it.
Did the search effort shift in any way after the 24-hour period when Nolan was still not found?
No, we remained steady with our search and our operations. We coordinated with the local Jackson County Sheriff's Office. We let them know what our grid pattern was. We sent them our grid in our search areas, and we coordinated with them. Again, we notified them and let them know that we would be in the area, in the air, as well as on the ground in multiple locations.
Were the members of the Cajun Navy on the island when the body believed to be Noah was found? And are you able to disclose any details on the whereabouts of the body?
So I would rather not disclose any of the details. It is an open investigation. We were not on the island. We were in the air.
And from your understanding, was the body, again, believed to be Noah, was it found in the same area as where the 18-year-old was last seen?
As I appreciate it, was within close proximity to that northwest corner of the island. Again, I don't want to get into specifics. Again, it's an open investigation.
And how has social media helped the Cajun Navy in their search and rescue missions or operations?
United Cajun Navy, whenever we get notified.
Yeah, this man here, y'all, he has a very big platform on Facebook. And it came down my timeline. That's how I knew who he was. That's why I clicked on this channel right here to play him and see what he was saying. But baby, he went the fuck off on Facebook. He went smack off, okay? He's calm up here today. He's being professional. But baby, he didn't like what happened to Nolan. I'm telling you, he didn't.
Of a person missing, typically it's through social media. People understand who we are, they recognize us, and they'll reach out to us through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. We turn around, we utilize those platforms to help get the word out on whoever it is that's missing, right? So I'll start with a quick narrative of who it is, last known location, what they were wearing, if they're going through a mental health crisis, if they may have been in a fight with their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, whatever pertinent information is there that can help us spread the word. Tattoos, height, weight, clothing. From there, I build this narrative, and then I make a poster, a missing persons poster. That's got all that information on it with as many pictures as possible. And then I do a video. The video will explain, and every one of them's heartfelt. Hey, we're looking for Israel. He came up missing.
He did do a video.
It's super important that we find him. His family is absolutely upset and, distraught. Might be going through a mental health crisis, whatever it is. I list it out there, and I do it with a lot of emotion, and it's true emotion, sincere. We put that out on multiple platforms, and then the tips start coming in. Here you go. Look, I'm not law enforcement. I'm a volunteer. It's a volunteer organization. We just want to bring these people home. So social media is a huge piece. Again, I don't care how it happens. I don't care how we find these people, as long as they're found and reunited with their family.
God bless him.
One way or the other, right? We hope to find them all alive. Unfortunately, that always doesn't happen that way. So social media is a huge tool. And then it's good old just boots on the ground, canvassing the area, canvassing that last known location, talking to people, and really building relationships with them, no matter who it is. Going into that community and saying, hey, we're just a volunteer group trying to bring this person home. What do you know? What do you think? And a lot of times that helps us out. The one thing, Israel, is, the families. It's interesting because the families always ask the mom and the dad, what's your gut feeling telling you? And more often than not, that mother's intuition is spot on.
Wow.
And they'll tell you after I build a relationship with the mother, particularly, they know what happened to that loved one. And again, the one thing I can ask for the viewers that are out there, say prayers, right? Prayers mean so much right now.
Absolutely.
And in everything we do. And
Absolutely.
I told the family, number one, keep the case alive. Let's make sure that media and that the general public know exactly what's going on, because it is an open investigation. And the truth needs to come out on exactly what happened.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of assumptions right now. And I think the general public, as well as the family, truly need to know what happened that day, and what happened to Nolan, what brought it to this situation. So thank you so much for having us, and let's keep the story alive.
Definitely, Josh. Thank you so much for your time. Yep. Incredible insight from Josh and the brave, swift response by him and the.
Yeah, y'all. He's on he on Instagram. Yeah, he just said that. Yeah, he on Facebook too. He got a big platform on Facebook. But baby, he ain't like what happened to Nolan. No, baby. He said he feel like it is foul play. He said that on his own mouth, that he feel that it is foul play. And I'm glad that he does this voluntarily. I think that's a very beautiful thing. He goes out there, he look for people and stuff like that. That's a good thing. Yeah, I started to follow him on Facebook. Because I like to follow positive stuff too, like that. And that's a good thing. I'm glad he was out there, boots on the ground. And they found this boy. But I wish they could have found him sooner. And he would have been alive. I'm sorry that, he's supposed to have started college on the 5th. He didn't even make it to start his career. His life was just taken away from him. Oh, man, it's just so sad. It's just sad. Yes, Kimberly, yes. Yes. You man, we got to talk to our kids, our grandkids, everybody, because everybody's just not your friend. They're just not your friend. When you started feeling, when your gut started telling you something, go with it. Go with it. Even if somebody come to you and say, hey, let's take a trip. Let's go here and there. And then after a while, your gut feels like telling you something. Hey, call them back and be like, you know what? I'm not going to go. If you got to make up an excuse. Okay? Always follow your first instinct. Your first instinct will never leave you wrong. Never. I don't care if somebody, they talk you into it every day. No. Stick with your gut. Whatever your gut is telling you, stick with it. I'm telling you. Because it was so many people asked me to go places before, and I didn't go, and things happen. And what I say, oh my God, I'm glad I listened to my gut feeling. So, it's just so many cases, people going places and not, making it back. And it turns out to be a very bad situation. And I really pray for this family, because they didn't deserve this. And this was sad that this boy couldn't even start his career. I don't know what he was going to college for. I didn't even know he was going to college till the guy just said it in the video. But thank God he, he said it. I would love to know what he was going to major in. But it's sad, y'all. It really is. So I'm going to get up off of here, y'all, because I got to do my homework for tomorrow. I'll probably do some videos on Karmelo tomorrow. And then finish looking up some more on this story. And then what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, then I'll probably pick up on Nolan again Friday. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do Friday. He was very detailed. Yes, he was. Yes. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, it's very sad. It's very sad. It is, man. We live in a sad world, man. Oof, God. Y'all always keep God first. Trust in Him. If you don't trust in nobody else, trust in God. God will never leave you wrong. Never. When God show you something, please pay attention. When God give you a feeling, please pay attention. Okay? Don't listen. Don't question it, because somewhere down the line, a couple of days later, a week later, a month later, God is going to show you. You don't have to question Him, because He's going to show you why He protected you that day from not going where you wanted to go. He's going to show you. You ain't got to question Him on it. Just don't do it. That's it. Don't do it. Yep. Don't do it. Lord have mercy. I just can't imagine, Lord. I just can't imagine. And the thing I don't like about it, I don't like when group of people go somewhere and all y'all want to shut the fuck up right now, knowing this person lost a loved one, and all y'all want to be hush hush right now, and nobody want to at least come forward. Not one of y'all want to be a motherfucking friend and come forward and be honest to the loved ones and tell the loved ones actually what happened. All y'all want to keep your goddamn mouth shut. I don't like shit like that. I don't like shit like that. Burns me up. I just don't like shit like that at all. I don't like it. I don't like that shit. Like all y'all was out there having fun, laughing and joking. You supposed to be my children's friend, and now all y'all want to go silent. None of y'all want to say shit. So all y'all was snakes all along. I don't give a damn. It was 10 of y'all. All 10 of y'all were snakes all along. That's crazy. Oh, Barbara, we talked about that yesterday. Yep, we talked about that yesterday. And I showed that yesterday on my live. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. I remember that. Yeah. We talked about that yesterday. That was a sad case too. Yeah. It's sad out here, y'all. It is. So I'm going to get up off here, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do some videos on Karmelo. And then Friday we'll resume back to because I got to get with my girl on the back end now. Soon as she get off work. But that's what we do. Shit. Sometimes me and Open Book talk to like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. We both be tired as a motherfucker. Oh my God. But we be trying to do commentary, y'all. Come up with commentary and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, we don't do all that gossiping. We don't do none of that type of shit. We stay focused on what we focus on. We send each other stuff and stuff like that. And, that's what we do. Or we'll get into what we're going to do over the weekend. Little stuff like that. That's what we do. Yeah, take it easy with that case, Miss D. Yeah, I will. Because stuff like that really, really, it get next to me. It really do. It get next to me. So I just get up off of here and I wait till about 5 something. reach out to my granddaughter. She got out of school at 5:30. See, I always ask her how was her day. I don't like to bother her every day because she said she was studying yesterday. Yeah, she was studying yesterday for a test for next week because they don't have classes on Fridays. So tomorrow will be her last day until Monday. But overall, she says she likes it. I'm happy for her. But again, y'all, I'm not used to her being away from me. And the things that's going on now, it just keep me on a little edge at times. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, keep me on edge. Thank you, Ray Ray. Amen. Royal D. Yes, thank you, Royal D. I'm going to have to talk to my grandkids that's in college. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I done told my granddaughter, don't eat behind nobody, don't drink behind nobody, don't get in nobody's goddamn car. Yes, I talked to her more this weekend. I don't want to get too much in the head, during the weekdays because she got to focus on her work, and I don't want to make her not, focus on her lessons, while I'm, trying to get other things into her head. So, I don't want to overwhelm her, with a lot. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, because she says she can get like orders there, like like for snacks and things like that and stuff. So, I'm gonna do her order some with some snacks and stuff like that. So yeah. But yes, Stacy. Yes, Stacy, please do that. Please do that. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is sad. We have to teach our children that they can't be trusting all those people. That's right. Absolutely. That is so, so, so true. And we all want the best for our kids. You know what I'm saying? We all want the best for our grandkids. But sometimes some of our kids turn out to be not what we want. And a lot of people always want, oh, yeah, because that's the mother fought the father for. You cannot fault the mother and father all the time the way the kids turned out. Because I know some kids came from a beautiful home, you know? But you can't fault the parents all the time, when the kids turn out not to be what the mother wanted them to really be. Because when the kids get a certain age, they got a mind of their own. They're going to do what they want, regardless of what we say. You know, we just got to keep talking to them, and hey, and that's it. And when you feel like you're tired of talking, pray. That's what the fuck I do, shit. Because, baby, I ain't going to let nobody take me to my grave now. And shit, hell no. Yeah. Yep. So that's what we got to do. And my other granddaughter, she's 13. Um, she's going to be taking up classes for a cancer doctor. She want to be a cancer doctor, and she can do the classes now, but her mom got to pay for the classes. But when she get in high school, and then her mom can take a loan out and it can be free. But her mom want to start her now doing that, so her dad is going to start paying. And they did tell her mom that those classes that she take now, that they will go towards when she go into college, and she's only 13 years old. And yeah, that's what she want to do. And her mom is very excited, very, very excited. Yeah. So yeah, she said she want to be a cancer doctor. She said she loved people. She don't like to see people sick. I said, oh, she made me cry. She really did. Yeah. So I love you guys, and I would definitely see you guys tomorrow. Y'all stay safe out here. Y'all keep God first, and always stay prayed up. Okay. Yes, she can have the assistant her junior year of if she does. Yes, yes, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the first course that her mom got to pay, I think the mom told me it was like over 2,000. Yeah. So her dad is gonna start paying for her for that, because that's what she want to do, and she reading up books and stuff on it now. Mm-hmm. She goes to a private school too, and my granddaughter that just went to college. All my grandkids is in private schools. Yeah. So that's what she want to do. I'm proud. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of all the kids around the world, even if you don't go to college, because everybody don't like college. You feel me? If you just graduate from high school and go ahead and get you a job, I'm proud of that. Because, you know, some people think, oh, you dumb, you didn't go to college. No, because a lot of people don't like college. College is not for everybody, you know? And I don't look at people no different than ones that don't want to go to college. If you don't want to go, it's cool. That don't mean you know better than nobody else. You're still a great person. Period. That's how I look at people. I don't look at kids no different because you don't want to go to college. That's not how I look at people. You know, you graduated. Hey, I'm proud of that. Period. The writing on the wall, we all know. Yes. Yeah, because some people look at people different because they didn't go to college. No, I don't like judgmental people anyway. I don't like all that kind of shit like that. You know, don't do that. Because like I said, everybody don't like college. Everybody don't have to go to college. Some people just graduate from school and they still successful. They're still successful people. You know, you got people out here that graduate from college. They're entrepreneurs, have their own business. They have a lot going on for themselves. That don't mean you have to go to college to do this and do that to be successful in life. That doesn't mean that. You know? So I don't look at no kid out here no different that does not want to go to college. I look at them still as a human being, as a person, and I pray for them and wish them well. And that's it, and that's all. I don't look at them no different. Exactly, Philly girl. College is not for everybody. Exactly. It's not. You know? But we know, you know, certain things that you want to be in life. We do know you have to go to college to be that, you know, but college is not for everybody. And I salute you still to you that if you don't want to go to college. I look down on nobody. No, I'm not going to do that. It's not right. And I hope other people start thinking the same way. Oh, yeah, I got this. I went to college for this. Well, that's you. Happy for you. But maybe everybody don't want to go to college. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of y'all afternoon. Y'all be safe out here. Peace and love.